Let's talk about the giveaway.
Free grain for a year?
Anybody gonna pass that up?
How you gonna beat that? How you gonna beat it? You're not.
I've never won free grain for a year.
I've never won anything meaningful of any sort.
Right. So this is awesome. We are giving away grain for a year. We want to give one of our great customers grain every month for 12 months.
Free grain delivered to your house every month for a year. All you got to do is go to stillintheclear.com, make a $50 purchase. Each additional $50 purchase you make is going to get you another entry at your chance to win free grain for a year of your choosing.
Yeah. This is not a surprise box of grain where you don't know what you're getting.
Not some shit we got just hanging out in the bag.
You're going to tell us what you want.
You pick it.
10 pounds of corn, or you want a bourbon kit?
Maybe you want some barley.
Maybe you want barley.
Maybe you want some malted wheat.
Yeah.
Maybe you want a little sweet feed, crimped oats, heirloom corn.
Right.
Whatever you want.
That's right. So, stillintheclear.com/shop. Spend $50 or more. You're automatically entered into the drawing. We're going to be drawing the winner April 3rd, Thursday night during the live stream.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you enter. Hope you win.
Good luck. Just wanted to let you know that Still in the Clear now offers heirloom corns. We've got the Hickory King White, we've got the Bloody Butcher, we've got the Jimmy Red, we've got a hybrid non-GMO blue corn, we've got the Trucker's favorite white corn. And if you've been wanting to try some of these corns and add a distinctively different flavor to your moonshine, other than just a regular old yellow corn, you definitely want to try these out. You can go to stillintheclear.com/shop, click on the category heirloom corns, and see everything we have to offer. You can get it in 10-pound batches. You can also get them straight from the Homebrew Center shop if you're local to the Fort Smith area. And we also offer bulk purchases in store at Homebrew Center where you can get a great deal on a 50-pound bag. That is pickup only. But if you want to try some of these great corns shipped straight to your door at a great price, check them out. Stillintheclear.com.
The perfect shine, some say, is all about the water, or about the best corn or their secret mash bill. For others, it's about a great still and a lot of copper in the process. The best distillers and moonshiners know that the pursuit of the perfect shine is more about the sum total of each great part, not any one thing. The North Georgia Still Company is a great place to pursue your perfect. You won't find a better still. The materials, craftsmanship, and attention to detail in every still they make, regardless of size, is the finest that money can buy. Need awesome grains, enzymes, yeast, or other accessories for making mash or distilling it? They've got that too. The North Georgia Still Company is all about turning water into shine. So go ahead, get your shine on.
You saw, there's still just one of them is backing down, and if you're not backing down and choking one out, yeah, you're in trouble.
I think a bobcat, if I was locked with a bobcat in the truck, I'm good. I think if I'm in a confined space, okay, where it's just always, I've got it right here, I got to just get it down in the floorboard, and I got to start stomping.
Yeah. Have you
know what I
ever
mean?
tried to put a cat in a bag?
My own cat, a domesticated cat, not even that big a one, and she does not like it. Like, it's tough.
Could you beat a mountain lion? Here's the thing: you get a knife, but you also
knife,
a fixed blade knife, but you also have to wear a stake around your neck.
If I'm fighting one, I want to be fighting it. I don't need it. You know what I mean? I don't need it running. You know, I want it kind of on me. A mountain lion though is crazy. We are back this Thursday at ABV Society Live, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time as always. It's good to see you. We've got the Copper Steel Co. 15. We're doing a little strip and run on some corn liquor. I'm Zach. This is Cyrus. You're you. It's good to be back.
We're doing a combo still. This is Copper Steel Co. pot, Mile High column.
Little half and half.
Yeah, and we would have been running our new modified keg, but we got to do some cleaning runs on it because it's dirty.
Yeah, it's got a little.
They didn't do any cleanup work, really.
Yeah, it's got metal shavings in it.
Yeah.
Things you don't want in your liquor. I'll take metal shavings at top 5.
Right.
I can think of others. Doo-doo.
Probably don't want that.
Uh,
I think metal
Field rat?
shavings is really
Pack rat?
there, though. Yeah. You don't want that.
That's going to mess your liquor up. You don't want it.
Yeah.
Well, how's everybody doing? I also want to clarify.
Whiskey Rebel says the guy who was fighting monkeys last week.
We've teetered back and forth. I feel like the group
We've talked about this all week.
This
Oscillated
is an
tradition.
ongoing thing for us.
We might touch back on it later, but I did want to say real quick for everybody on. I just got a text message on TikTok in the chat.
Yeah. I can
But it's
see.
not on there,
I can
right?
post their comments, but they can't see the aggregated comments of everyone on your TikTok stream.
All right, so for this week, people on TikTok can't see everybody else's comments and vice versa. So sorry about that.
Yeah, it was one of those things.
What's everybody doing?
Yeah, Whiskey Rebel was formerly something or other PA. Don't really remember.
Yeah, had a way worse name than Whiskey Rebel. I'll tell them that.
Good to
Like
see you
this
in here,
one.
brother.
That's neat.
I think we also saw Tony in the chat earlier
Tony Hughes.
before. Hold on.
Running a little too fast.
We're running a little hot. So we ran out of propane and didn't realize it. We don't know how long it was just barely not doing anything. And so now we're pushing it pretty hard to get it going because these are the first drips right here. What was I saying? Oh, Tony, local guy, comes into the shop. We saw him in the chat.
Good dude.
Of course, Richard, he's in there. All the usuals.
Yeah, Joe, Winsong, Richard, James, saw Scott, Clinton, of course. I think Terry was in there. Said he had if I remember correctly, was reading the chat. I think he said he missed the live because he had a breakfast date. Got some free eggs out of the deal.
Ooh.
Yeah, free eggs. Hard to come. You can't pass it up anymore.
Not these days. Not with this egg epidemic we got going on.
Yeah, goofing off too much and not paying attention to the important things again. Yeah, that's accurate.
Big 45 today, Whiskey Rebel.
Nice.
Congratulations, brother. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Getting closer to being a distinguished gentleman, a.k.a. Cy.
Yeah,
Wow.
distinguished is right. Clinton's got some Bloody Butcher and Jimmy Red in the fermenters. That's awesome. USPS didn't deliver Jimmy Red until Monday.
They've been doing that to us. I got a call from a guy that said, I think I didn't get one of my kits, and we checked the tracking on it. We sent it out, and it was supposed to be there like later today or tomorrow or the next day.
Sometimes I don't know why when we can
send them
ship
together.
we can ship the kits the same day together, going to the same place, but they don't arrive at on the same day. It's crazy.
It's crazy. Just got a TikTok comment.
Oh, I see it as well.
What's up, Roman? Man, that's crazy. So
You can see all the TikTok comments on the screen.
Yeah.
Like as far as
they're popping up on there.
yeah. You'll be able to see them. They just can't see all of the aggregated YouTube comments and all the, the scene switching and whatnot that we do. They can't see that, but everyone else can see the TikTok comments.
That's nice. Yeah, and that's
Yeah, you can watch them there.
So they're just not getting the overlay.
They just don't get all the OBS stuff that we do. Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
Roman, appreciate the gift there, brother.
So this is a stripping run, and we're actually just trying to see how fast we can strip it. 15 gallons, and it's a full 15 gallons.
James Reynolds has a question. Go ahead, brother.
Still Works in Brewing must be in the house.
Master
Haven't seen
Distiller
comment.
Justin popping in the chat.
Good to see you, brother.
Nice.
How you been, my man? I believe maybe you're in England. I saw.
Oh, really?
I think he's teaching the Brits over there. Is the Duke in the chat? We got a fellow shiner from our neck of the woods over there teaching you guys a thing or two about liquor.
That'll get Duke going.
Get him going. Get him, Duke.
Yeah, it's going well. We're just stripping some corn liquor. Got a late start on it. We're going to push it pretty hard, right up it, and maybe even puke it a little bit and back off. You know, just try and get this thing done in 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll see what happens.
Probably not happening, but
I'm optimistic. I'm always optimistic.
yeah.
Daniel, what's up from Kentucky? What's up, brother? Johnny Copper. Oh, there's the first one. I was wondering how long it was going to take for someone to comment on the nice bucket. As far as a shine pail goes, that's pretty.
It's not bad. Yeah, I got that from. Now I'm going to draw a blank. I can't remember.
Still Works in Brewing. Getting ready to pour down rain. Might have to have a bourbon. Seems like a good time to have one. I can think of a few bad times to have one. That said, there are some bad times to have a bourbon. What do you think's maybe the worst, maybe most inappropriate time to pour a few figures of bourbon?
During a deposition?
Yeah. Okay, I'll take that.
Good answer. Good answer.
Adam, you got one? Where's most like inappropriate time? Like, hey, bad time to have a whiskey.
Well, a cop is asking for your driver's license.
Yeah. Have you been drinking tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the worst time. And you've got one right there in your hand.
I would say as you are about to perform open heart surgery on somebody.
I'll take it a step further. Microsurgery in the brain. Yeah.
Inappropriate at an AA meeting.
Yeah, at an AA meeting.
When
That's a
you're
good
starting
one.
antibiotics. Richard, speaking from experience on antibiotics there.
Yeah, flatland when you're getting pulled over.
Baptism.
Baptism's a good one. I like that.
Oh, man. Yeah. You got to be able to pick your shots on a whiskey pour.
Mm-hmm.
That's a wonderful little. I wonder if they can you guys hear the sound of the shine hitting that pail? You're about to if you can't.
Little ASMR. Again, we did some of that last week.
Just a little bit.
I could sleep to that.
Good
It
sound.
says when you're on tour of a Scottish distillery, they don't want you drinking any bourbon over there in that deal.
I wonder what the average like Scottish distiller, what his view of American whiskey is.
I mean, we may find out here.
They're
shortly.
probably like most of the distillers over here who just kind of like it all. They're like, oh yeah, there's like some of that is very good.
Yeah. Pure Poison says no, and I'm not sure if he's talking about not being able to hear the sound or not being able to think of a bad time.
Probably what it is. I've
Bourbon.
got y'all's microphones like gated so far down that I only picked up like 2 droplet sounds out of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should have went inside the bucket,
Yeah.
but I got sketched out about holding the
I
mic
get that.
over the.
Yeah.
I get that.
That's where I'd drop
Makes
it or something.
sense.
Finger it and
Jason says throw some dollar bills at the still. Stripping run will work
better. Yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. Or,
Yeah.
or fives.
Some Lincolns.
Mm-hmm. Garbage Throne Daddy, how's it going, brother? Look at that chat full of all those member badges. Isn't that sweet?
Yeah.
1, 2. Good Lord.
Jason's in the house. Good to see you. Kevin, good to see you.
There's another one. Just keep piling in here.
Oh, yeah.
Peaches and cream made with corn liquor is awesome.
You turn that light. It's glaring on the screen at me. Too bad. Thank you. Better, sir. Yes, much better. James Reynolds wants to know if peaches and cream will work in a mash. I don't know why it wouldn't.
The cream.
The cream might be a problem. You might do the cream side in a post. I don't know.
What's got you wanting to start with that type of a mash? And the reason I'm asking that is if that's what you want to change, like if that's what you're trying to achieve flavor-wise in your end product, that's probably not the mash bill that's going to get you there. I would imagine that would put some kind of off flavors. I mean, I know it seems abstract that you can start with something and it not taste like something by the time you get done, but that might be a post-flavoring maneuver that's easier to pull off. That said, if you could figure it out, that would be probably pretty cool.
Yeah.
I just don't know how that type of thing.
Whiskey Rebel with the iOS problem. If you go to a browser and not through the YouTube app, you should be able to make that happen, bro.
Now you still need to sign into your YouTube account, right? Like you can have the badge and everything on your YouTube account, and then when you go back to watching an iOS, I think it should pop up. But
Let me try to show join button. Hang on, I'll show you what it looks like.
Duke, the malt is not ready. Just not ready yet.
full collection, copper pot.
Oh, that's really small.
Tomcat, what states can you run a still? Well, any of them.
Yeah, all 50. I think you're probably asking a different question, which involves legal answers that we don't give.
Yeah, it's blurry.
Every jurisdiction is different.
Blurry because I'm showing you what the join button looks like.
But
anyway.
yeah, we don't normally elaborate too hard on that. That said, there's a case out of Texas, Hobby Distillers versus the Federal Alcohol Trade Commission, something like that. I don't know. I need to go back and look at that so I can just remember at least parties. TTB. So you should just go look at that case. It was a good thing for Hobby Distillers. The court decided that they weren't engaged in interstate commerce. The government didn't have the ability to tell them what they can do so long as they're not selling distilled spirit. So just go look at that court opinion and draw your own assumptions.
Clinton makes a good point about clipping from this video to make a video on how to join.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And so I've got YouTube pulled up. I'm just gonna maybe do a web search and have that be part of the video file.
Oh, nice.
So all right, so we're on YouTube, and I'm gonna come over here and click the live stream. Has to be done from a browser. Live stream has to be done from a browser. This right here. This right here is what you're looking for. This right here is what you're looking for. Join button. Join button. Wonder if they can see it. There we go. Okay. Join button. You have to go to it through a desktop style browser. You can get there on your phone, but it's in the settings, down on the browser settings. You have to click request desktop site. So
and that's for Apple users only.
Yeah. Apple users seem to be the ones with the issue on that. So
it's beyond our control.
Yeah, the echoing should be over now. It was just during that while he was on YouTube on his browser.
Oh man.
Oh, so I
Yes,
missed your audio up
totally useless video clip.
we will drop a little.
Check out this cool video clip.
Yeah, with 3 echoes overlaid on each other.
We may try to cut like a little 20-second video on that, and put it in the intermission videos. And stuff.
Yeah, we could do something.
We try to find something. Is anyone running anything interesting this week? You guys got anything that you guys are working on? Anything a little out of the ordinary? The peaches and cream mash has me very interested in mashes. I haven't seen a good. I know Jason's making a rice whiskey, but I haven't seen a good meme recipe in a long time. Like I haven't.
Oh yeah,
we haven't done one since what, Christmas?
Yeah. Which we're tasting tonight and post flavoring.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice little segue into a segment. I think that probably once we take the first intermission, we'll come back to. We've got that out. Haven't tried it. I did take a little sip prior to the live. Just I was too curious. So we're gonna try it, and then we're gonna drop some candy canes down in it.
And it is a Christmas meme recipe.
Like a. I wonder if it'll end up being like a peppermint schnapps or like a
Dr. McGillicuddy's.
What is that?
Have you ever had that?
No, I don't
Peppermint
think so.
schnapps.
Oh, okay. I don't know. What is the flavor of a candy? Not peppermint, is it?
I think, isn't it peppermint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't had one in a really long time.
I haven't either. The only candy canes I think I've willingly taken were the ones that were like the fruit kind of flavor, you know. They have like the green and yellow and all those different colors on them. Yeah, I think those are peppermint. It literally says it on the box. Nope.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Peppermint.
Yeah.
I didn't catch the whole comment before it went by, but Winsong said something about being on acid.
Yeah, she was talking about our echo. I think she said she missed that acid hit or something. I can't remember.
You guys like that?
Yeah.
I was talking about opening that shit like directly by my mic. I was like,
Gotcha. Terry Baldwin's got 6-grain bourbon that he's working on.
Look at what Winsong said. Thank you, Winsong.
A jar of peaches and cream that's been put up since 2022. Oh yeah. I don't even know what all she's got put up.
We should have a weekly.
The last time we moved, I mean, it was hilarious. Moonshine just kept coming out of cabinets, and I was like, "Daggum!"
Nice.
It was everywhere.
We should do a weekly Winsong.
Shop phone is ringing. There was also, I missed it. Clinton was talking about I think the Bloody Butcher or the Jimmy Red or something. I can't remember. I'm not catching all the chats.
They're moving quick tonight.
Yeah.
I can look up.
A peated smoked Bloody Jimmy bourbon. Yeah, I agree, Clinton. That might be pretty good. Black cherry mead at 20%. Do that qualify as brandy? Well, no, but we might be able to call that a fortified mead, maybe. I did not see a taco shine. Justin, I'll have to jump on your channel and see if I can find that. That sounds interesting.
Clinton said that he'll say the fermentation for Bloody Butcher smells amazing. Jimmy Red is close, but the Bloody has a much bigger smell like baking sweets.
Oh, nice. Can you show some time making the mash? I do. Hold on. Yeah. So I do long form videos about the mashing process and all of that. That's usually where you find the content for the mashing, because it's just more work to record it in such a way that it makes sense. We have done a mashing during a live stream, and we'll probably do more live streams where we make a mash. But honestly, it seems like people really want to watch the steel running for whatever reason. When we did the mash live streams, the numbers are quite a bit smaller, which kind of tells me not as many people are interested in it. All right, there's oh, sorry about that. Hey, Rob Stagg's in the house. Good to see you, brother. Charlene is here. Good to see ya. I'm hearing music or something. Where's that
I think his
from?
phone's ringing.
Oh yeah, that is what it is. Master Distiller Justin, Jeremy Stewart did a review on it. So did Roger and Santa on the militia page. Oh, okay. I don't catch those lives very often. I know I'm in that group over there on Facebook. Guess they're all pro mashers. And we've got also the new steel that came in. Well, it's not a new steel. It's a keg that we had modified. We had a fabricator working on it. And I'll probably do a video on it. If you're in the morning live streams, I kind of showed everybody. I don't know if I should drag it over here or not, but really excited about that. We got two 2-inch ports on the bottom, one for a drain, one for a element, and then we had them put an 8-inch tri-clamp ferrule on the top that reduces down to 3-inch. So we'll be able to run that one with propane or electric also.
Sorry about that.
Clinton says high temp amylase and gluco is worth the money for it too. For anyone just starting out, you can cut a lot of time off your mashing. Absolutely. I'm a big believer in the liquid enzymes. That's crazy.
Big fan.
Works very well.
Also, it should be said that not all liquid enzymes are created equal.
Very true.
So some of them have as little as like a 10-degree temperature range where you need to stay between while you pitch and then set and simmer. And
some of them have higher dosage rates. They're not as concentrated.
Some of them you need to use more. They're more kind of watered down.
Yeah.
The alpha amylase that we use has a temperature range of like, what, 40 degrees or something like that?
190 down to 130 for the alpha.
Okay, so sorry, 60 degrees.
Yeah, and then 130 down to 90 for the gluco. Wide ranges.
Highly concentrated, little goes a long ways. Very good temperature range. I could see that Whiskey Rebel, welcome to Bootlegger. I could see where someone could have a bad or a tougher, I shouldn't say bad, but different type of alpha than what we use, and they just have a really hard time with it. Because of that temperature window. Collector Rick with the 5 gifted. Who got him? Breezy. Ron Jack of all trades. Rock Top, Jesse. Rosie. Hell yeah.
Ron Jack of all trades, master of none was gifted. I hadn't seen him in a live in a long time.
Where's he been? Come back to us.
Yeah, and I think another problem too, I think people think that liquid enzymes are liquid enzymes. You can treat them all the same, and you can't. And so they'll get they'll watch a video on how to use them, and then maybe theirs isn't the same as what the video was, and it doesn't work.
That'd probably be a very good YouTube video, because I feel like there is a lot of people that want to use it that haven't used it. Maybe want a kind of good full video of like, hey, by the way, there's several types of these and they don't all work the same.
Yeah. And the reason we know this is because we've been hunting down new supplier.
Learned a lot about amylase and glucose over the last couple of days.
Yeah. So got some new members if they accept. That's awesome.
What happens to the memberships if they don't collect them?
I don't know. I might even be wrong about that, but it seemed like I read somewhere that if you're gifted a membership, you have to hit an accept button. I don't know what happens, honestly. Hell, when we started the join memberships, I didn't even know you could be gifted one. So
I didn't either.
I've learned more about channel memberships from Clinton than
I think I have also.
Everywhere else.
Yeah, I think I have also.
Smash in and hold at 170. Works like a charm every time.
Yeah, only HTL I've used is North Georgia. Yeah, I've used theirs too, and unless they've changed, it's a 15 milliliter per pound or per gallon, per grist, really. But yeah, I've used theirs before also. In fact, used to sell it here in the store. Well, it sold Broken Bones, but they're the same.
Same thing.
They're the same. Smash in, hold at 170, works like a charm every time. Yeah, that's the good thing about it is it just always works.
Yeah. Well, and two, I've seen guys that miss their window somehow. Something happened, miss their window. If they're talking about one of those non-60 degree windows and they miss their 10, heat back up.
Yeah.
It's not like you've ruined it by not getting it the first time.
Yeah. And Clinton says, first it says they're given for 30 days regardless. Those that just got them have it for 30 days, period. After 30, they go back to gray.
Okay.
I'm not sure what that means, really. Go back to gray. He's talked about turning green and turning gray.
Whenever you're a member, your chat is a different color. Like your username is a different color. So if you're just a standard viewer that doesn't have a membership, you're a gray color. And then if you're a member of the channel, then you're a green color, your username.
So their names are bold.
Yeah.
So they're easier to see.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because they're not green here.
Yeah, no, it's different for us. We're not on YouTube. We're using a different software. But for all of these folk, if you look to the left of their name, you'll see the Still in the Clear logo. I think they're just bolded on this.
Right.
Okay.
Looks different on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how this is running here. I think we can turn this up a little.
Names are bold like our whiskey. Hell yeah,
That's
brother.
right.
Uh-huh. Trickster, what's up?
There we go.
Oh, I got you.
Get this running a little quicker.
How's that pail looking?
It's a beautiful thing. I mean,
I guess we're looking at 53 viewers across all platforms. That's nice.
look at that beautiful pail.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Got a handle on it and everything.
Yeah, it's a spiffy bucket. As far as buckets go, that's top of the line.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
I'm not going to say out loud in public what I gave for it because it's a little embarrassing, but
I know how much
it
you
was
paid.
really cool.
You guys can coax it out of me. Wait, is Winstone still in here?
Yes.
I'm
Okay,
sure she
I
is,
forgot
yeah.
how much it was.
Nah, she knows.
She knows. Bollocks. Not often we get a bollocks in the chat.
Rare.
Bollocks.
Bollocks.
Is it bollocks or bullocks? Like a bull.
Bollocks.
Like a bull.
bollocks.
Bollocks. It's a good word.
It is.
I think it means balls, right?
I assume.
Testicles.
Duke, tell us.
What does it mean, dude?
What does
What's
bollock
the
mean?
English?
It means the English translation is bullshit. I don't know.
I think that's one of those. I always thought it meant balls.
Oh,
I thought it was too.
Lisa Day is in the house over there on Facebook. Good to see you in there. Hadn't seen you in a while.
Hello, Lisa. Yeah, American translation. I thought garbage thought I thought that after I said it. English, American,
American English.
American Standard English.
Correct English.
Yeah, proper.
Oof. That'll rile them up.
I'll get him going.
Hmm.
It's kind of cool when
He's-
honestly kind of like running this thing when it's not so flag glass. There's a deflagmator. There's
Yeah.
so much. It's kind of nice to run it. Just
He said please with about 5, 6 E's.
Clinton says incoming Duke rant 3, 2.
Clinton knows him well. It's coming.
We speak Merca English.
True.
Winsong says talking about me from the other room.
Richard, where y'all going? I hear you talking about me from the other room, but didn't catch what it was about. Fur babies. Oh, I don't know what we were saying one song. Just probably how much we like you and how great you are. All
Yeah, I
that
think
stuff
that's
we
what it
normally
was.
say.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. Two nations divided by a common language.
Interesting take.
Yeah. It was the relentless taxing, I think, that did it for us.
Yeah.
Couldn't take that 2%.
We were tired of our
Like
TV licenses.
What?
Yeah.
BS. Winsong, you're my favorite turd. I'd never shit you. I'm a free thinker in the house.
Good to see you. Ladies' night is another.
Oh, that's right. I think I saw some of
Is
that.
that Moonshine? Uncle Moonshine started that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Well, now I was thinking it was like one of the ones that like Bad Santa and them did. I could be
Oh,
wrong
okay.
about that actually.
But it's a Facebook.
Yes,
Yeah.
Facebook thing. You guys feel free to shout that out in here. Someone might want to go over there and watch that.
Hell yeah.
Give them the details.
Are you ready to? Oh no, you said we were going to do that after the intermission.
We can do it now.
Let's wait.
Okay.
Pace ourselves. a
All
bit.
right.
Yeah.
I will say that directly to my left, you're right. I am staring down 3 50-gallon barrels and then like a few 100 pounds of grain. So that's something that I got to get on tomorrow and do.
Yeah. Let them know why you're mashing in 150 gallons worth of moonshine.
So some of you already know. But I'm doing a 24-hour live stream, celebrate 10,000 followers on TikTok, and I'm going to be running dueling stills. So I'm going to be running 2 stills at the same time. You might see, well, nothing. You're going to see a North Georgia, a Copper Stilco, a Mile High, a DRC, and a keg still. So I'm going to run a few different stills on a few different kinds of mashes. I'm planning on doing our beginner bourbon, our super simple, and then an heirloom corn all grain mash. So yeah, let's see what that, see how that goes.
Yeah.
24 hours. I mean, I think the longest I've ever been live was like 6 or 7, somewhere in there. So I don't even know.
Better you than me.
Yeah. So
It's
looking forward to
gonna
that.
be a lot of fun. You're gonna have a blast. You're gonna be dead tired after about hour 18.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm planning on starting on a Friday at about 6:30, and so that'll put me getting done at Saturday 6:30, and I'm thinking Saturday around lunchtime is going to really suck.
Mm-hmm.
When I still have like 6 or 7 hours left, but it's still a little too far to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I think it's gonna. I could be wrong. I don't know.
Whiskey Rebel, you need a different hydrometer other than the triple scale. You need an alcohol hydrometer, which measures proof. They call it a proof and trail. You can go to the Still in the Clear website. We offer them on there. We offer a set. You can get the triple scale and the proof and trail, or you can go to Amazon and just pick one up too. But that's why you weren't getting anything when you were checking proof with your triple scale, because triple scale measures sugar content, not alcohol content.
Duke, I will wear a Tom Selleck shirt just for you, brother. I don't know if you have TikTok, because I'll be streaming on TikTok, and I don't know, maybe if there's an easy way for us to set this up, this maybe where we can just kind of leave it on autopilot. We may try to do that. I don't know if that's possible, but we'll talk about it. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of jars. Someone asked earlier, I'm sorry, it went past already, but someone was asking if I was going to be doing stripping runs on all of them. No, I think I'm just going to do, that would like, I may not go through the full 150 gallons, and I'm okay with that. But it's going to be, regardless, it's going to be, I think it worked out to
70-ish.
Well, it's 20 per go at least. So, well, 18 or so, you know. So, and I think that it worked out to where there was going to be 5 of those. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That would be 90 gallons anyway.
Rob is asking, how about a whiskey using grapes? We call that brandy. So if you're mashing in, if you're mashing in fruit, then it's a brandy. If you're mashing in grains, then it's a whiskey. And if you're mashing them together, we call that a mountain brandy.
Yeah, Rob, we did a grape brandy last week, right?
Mm-hmm. Garbage Daddy, the trail of the proof and trail, which is actually spelled TRALLE, is basically just half. It's an ABV. So if you're reading a 200 proof, it's at 100 trail. Just divide proof by half and you get trail. And I don't really know why it's there. It's probably some kind of worldwide thing that Americans ignore. It's not probably how that works out.
There's a good answer out there somewhere. I'm not going to be able to give it to you. I don't know. Got the Chinese outfit. I don't know what you mean by that, dude. You know what I imagined when he said that? Manifest destiny at its finest. Arrest me for enjoying a succulent Chinese meal. Have you ever seen that video? You never seen that video?
I can't think of it.
A succulent Chinese meal?
I cannot think of it.
Oh, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Justin Cody, man, you guys are so lucky. Oh, it went away. Sorry, the comments are going fast.
Justin Code said, "Man, you guys are so lucky. All I mean is I'm envious as heck that I didn't put in the work to get myself in that place to be able to devote so much time to distilling."
Oh, yeah.
In that regard, I agree with you. We are pretty lucky.
We're very lucky. You know, Collector Rick lives on Chipmunk Hill under rock number 4.
I could have
I've
guessed it.
never heard that
If you'd asked
before.
me where do you think I live, that's what I would have said.
Oh, man. Stop throwing out the name Brandy. She's a nice lady. Brandy is a nice lady. 24 hours still running, 24-hour intermission, then 12-hour cleaning session. Yeah, sounds close. That's why I'm going to end it on Saturday night. That way I can just sleep all day Sunday.
And you're also planning on doing some interviews too, right?
Oh, yeah. So going to reach out to some people, some friends of ours that we talked to on here, possibly some master distillers and some of the people you see on these kind of lives all the time, and kind of try to line people out for 20 or so minutes at a time, just to kind of help me break it up, honestly, so that I'm not, I don't know, I'm
Carrying a 24-hour conversation with yourself.
with a chat and just me. I would go crazy. So, yeah, I think having a few people on to talk about some different stuff and ask them some questions and kind of keep track of some of the questions the chat's had.
Right.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. We're going to have some stuff back here on the wall and probably play some games of some sort. AKA me trying to not pass out on the floor.
That's a good plan.
Walk in the morning, there's just steam blowing out of 2 stills. Yeah,
Matt,
I don't know how to go.
The Trickster mashed in apple juice that was 1050 and 8 pounds of corn separately, and ended up at 156 proof. Nice. And Rick drinks alone. Oh, I'm glad you're off work, Jason. Be safe, heading home.
Good for you, brother. That's why we have dogs.
Iron Duke wants to know if you want him to call in live.
Yeah, I would absolutely. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would love that.
Instantly do that.
And we're going to start having live guests, remote live guests on this live stream.
Coming up. It's in the works.
We think we may have solved the problem. It's still going to take a couple of weeks to make it happen. That's going to be fun.
Been to over 71 countries with lots of weird alcohol. Made some weird alcohol. I've definitely had some weird alcohol.
Yeah, he was talking about ouzo a minute ago. That Greek.
Oh, yeah.
That Greek liquor.
Yeah, is that even distilled?
Yes. It's made from neutral spirits.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
It looks like
a
milk.
Justin is asking a question. Hey, can you guys tell me what your most fulfilling, satisfying alcohol to ferment and distill is? What are you guys enjoy the most? I'll let you go first.
Brandy, 100% brandy. I mean, I just kind of started more as a winemaker, and so probably for me, a brandy that carries through a lot of. I just think it's easy to carry through a lot of nose on a brandy,
For sure.
which I like, and yeah, I mean, I like it too because it's a nice backup. Now, sometimes it could be calculated, like I just know I want to run XYZ brandy, and that's always what it is. But if I have a wine that I'm thinking kind of on the early end, but before I bottle and wait a couple weeks to really find out, if I've got this kind of feeling like I'm not sure about this one, brandy. So that'd be mine. I feel like I know what yours is.
I'm sure you do. My preference is bourbon. I don't drink a lot of hard liquor.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm drinking hard liquor and I'm drinking it by choice, as opposed to drinking it because it's being ran or I'm doing a video or something like that, it's almost always going to be bourbon.
Yeah. Can't beat that corn liquor. I agree.
What Rob asked what your most unique alcohol is.
I live in Delaware, and we have a Scrapple flavored one.
Scrapple.
Like the board game? I feel like that'd be terrible, bro.
I mean, if you're asking what we have locally to purchase
Maybe Snapple.
commercially,
Snapple has to be.
I bet Snapple.
I wouldn't know. If you're asking what we have here,
Weirdest one we've made several weird ones.
I think it's got to be the Pachuga.
The Christmas dinner was
The
pretty
most
weird.
unique.
Yeah, the Pachuga was definitely probably.
Yeah.
As far as just this tastes like nothing else, the Pachuga for sure. 100%. Chicken liquor.
Chicken liquor.
Chicken liquor. Chicken liquor.
That'd be a cool
That's
label.
Yeah,
wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
it's funky.
It's also
Chicken with a
a
big
pretty
tongue.
good. It's also a pretty good derogatory term.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Chicken liquor.
Chicken liquor.
It's like the lint liquor.
Lint liquor.
Yeah. Yeah, Rob, that'd be the ones we've made. We fermented an entire Christmas dinner one time, and that one turned out pretty funky as well. It had fruitcake in it, had stuffing in it, had popcorn in it, had pecan pie, had cookies.
Which is not to say it turned out badly.
No, it didn't. We're actually going to bring it out later on the live. We're going to drop some candy canes down in it and make it like a peppermint schnapps. It's just got so much. The fruitcake had like a ton of spice in it.
Mhm.
Like, I don't even know what else fruitcakes are spiced with, but whatever they were, they came through hard.
Yeah.
And the stuffing. It's a little bit of stuffing on the nose because that stuffing had so much of that powdered seasoning and stuff in there.
Yeah.
So y'all will see that one later on. Zach, make a brandy from Snapple apple. I'd try that. I need to look at the back of a can of Snapple. Boy, that'd be expensive. I need to look at the back of a Snapple.
Would get expensive.
I'd like to make some from like Red Diamond tea. Ferment some Red Diamond tea and.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna push this a little harder. We can
Kombucha.
get going.
Oh, I think it'd make liquor.
Think so?
Yeah, I mean it's got a ton of sugar in it. Other than that, it's just tea flavoring. So
Yeah.
I've got to quit thinking about mashes. I got 150 over here just staring me in the face.
Clinton was asking earlier about how the Pachuga has turned out.
Yeah. What's it tasting like these days?
Yeah, we haven't tasted it in a while.
Could be. It may be one of those things.
It's just sitting up on the shelf in the back.
Yeah. First off, it's not, when we've had it before, it's not bad. Just very different. It kind of reminds me somewhat of a rum. And I think that was probably just the backset and stuff what old did we have? What was the mash bill on that? That was the one that
It was heavy on the rum side.
It was a good amount of
There
rum
was like
wash in
3
it.
different things.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be curious to try it again and see kind of where it's landing. Ferment on the grain or off the grain? You got a preference?
On the grain. I prefer on the grain. And 2 reasons. I think you get more flavor, and my decision priorities. How easy is this? Is usually pretty high on that priority list.
If you've watched DRC, for example, DRC Stainless Works, he has like these gigantic 50-gallon drum micron bags that he mashes into, and just like pulling those things out. Which again, he's got cranes and stuff in his shop. Like I mean,
he's got everything he needs.
He's in a
shop.
setup where it's going to be easiest in that shop, and I still imagine it being just like crazy. Which I think maybe he's not really lifting them out of there. I think he's draining off of them out of the bottom, like a fermenter system. But still, and I do think you get good flavor. Sure.
I think so. Yeah. It's similar in my opinion to the, like using a flaked corn instead of unflaked corn. Flaked corn doesn't have as much flavor.
Yeah. Whiskey Rebel says, my first attempt is this weekend, starting with size super simple beginner recipe.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, brother. There's been a whole lot of people that made their first run with that kit.
Yeah.
Their second and third. And water, sugar, yeast. Yeah.
I noticed we crossed over the 4,000 threshold on number of kits sold.
Just the super simple?
I'm not sure that number is just the super, but it is by far the majority by a bunch.
I think I was looking at that the other day, and it was like 1,000 something.
Just ferment in a bag?
Someone was bitching about their wife's superpower is her running, getting shit stuck in her tires. Making Arnold Palmer moonshine.
I don't know what that is.
It's like half lemonade, half tea.
Oh, okay.
That'd be all right. That would be all right.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Man, these chats are moving along quick. I'm missing so much happening in the chat right now.
I'm missing a bunch of them. That's all right. We'll get back to them. If we don't get you the first time, we missed you. If it's within a couple minutes, 2-3 minutes after you said it, it's just
it's also like there's always a lot of conversation happening in the chat, not really even directed at us, which I love.
Yeah. So, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we have as far as I can recall, a record number of viewers currently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Across all platforms.
What do we got?
We've got nearly 60.
Awesome.
Yeah, around 60.
We're talking about, just concurrence.
Just concurrence across all platforms.
I got you. Would you recommend that column and condenser for a keg setup? Yeah, that's what we took it off of to put it on this one.
No. This came off of the milk can. I mean, it was on the keg, but it was. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, we plan on running this on the keg, and the guy that fabricated it for us and the reducers that he picked up for us, I specifically asked for those sizes so that we could run this column on it.
The most common setup that I think I see on kegs when I see guys running and videos of them running their stuff, if they're running a keg, most of them have track vent columns on them, and they're just. And also, you can get a pretty good setup to begin with and add a little something here, add a little something here, and then before you know it, you've got everything under the sun that you could ever want to use.
It would actually be more difficult not to do a tri-clamp column on a keg. Like, it would take extra work.
Yeah. And it just wouldn't come apart good. It'd be weird.
Rimfire, no. We are not close to selling the DIY steel kits yet. That's still a work in progress, and I wouldn't even count on that in the near future. It's we're a ways from that.
We got a lot of irons in the fire, and it's gonna happen eventually. I just couldn't tell you exactly when. We got to make sure that we can source the copper sheets that are what they need to be at the price that they need to be, so that you guys can get them at the price they need to be. The whole goal of the thing is to get a very affordable still, so long as you're willing to put in a little elbow grease and basically just have a really nice still, a much nicer anything than you could just go and get
for the same money.
For the same money, yeah. The guy just called you a ginger.
I want one of those spin dryers. Yeah, I've seen guys using the spin dryers to drain the grains. So these little tiny spin dryers.
I didn't know.
And they'll put a bag of grain in there that's finished mashing and spin it,
centrifuge all the juice
get all
out
the
of it.
liquid out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
I've seen folks doing it, and it looks like it works very well. I don't know how long that thing is going to last.
Yeah.
Using it that way, but it sure seems to look well. Like, I've seen guys dig in and grab the grain bed after it's done, and it's like almost like just barely wet sand.
And I bet you could rig one up out of an old dryer. Bet you could make something.
I mean, maybe.
I wonder what they cost to spin
Just like
dryer.
screw a basket into the center of it, and well, then you got juice all over the inside. Well, all right, it's 6 p.m. What do we think? Let's take a little intermission, grab a beer, use a bathroom. Why don't you guys take this opportunity to do the same? We're going to run a few words from our sponsors and then also let you guys know a little bit about what we got going on, some giveaways, some different cool stuff. So we'll be back here in just a couple quick minutes.
Let's talk about the giveaway.
Free grain for a year.
Anybody gonna pass that up?
How you gonna beat that? How you gonna beat it?
You're not. I've never won free grain for a year.
I've never won anything meaningful of any sort.
Right. So this is awesome. We are giving away grain for a year. We want to give one of our great customers grain every month for 12 months.
Free grain delivered to your house every month for a year. All you got to do is go to stillintheclear.com, make a $50 purchase. Each additional $50 purchase you make is going to get you another entry at your chance to win free grain for a year of your choosing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not a surprise box of grain where you don't know what you're getting.
Not some shit we got just hanging out in a bag.
You're going to tell us what you want.
You
want
pick it.
10 pounds of corn, or do you want a bourbon kit?
Maybe
or
you want some barley.
Maybe you want barley.
Maybe you want some malted wheat.
Yeah,
Maybe you want a little sweet feed, crimped oats, heirloom corn.
right.
Whatever you want.
That's right. So, stillintheclear.com/shop. Spend $50 or more. You're automatically entered into the drawing. We're going to be drawing the winner April 3rd, Thursday night during the live stream.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you enter. Hope you win.
Good luck. Just wanted to let you know that Still in the Clear now offers heirloom corns. We've got the Hickory King White, we've got the Bloody Butcher, we've got the Jimmy Red, we've got a hybrid non-GMO blue corn, we've got the trucker's favorite white corn. And if you've been wanting to try some of these corns and add a distinctively different flavor to your moonshine, other than just a regular old yellow corn, you definitely want to try these out. You can go to stillintheclear.com/shop, click on the category heirloom corns and see everything we have to offer. You can get it in 10-pound batches. You can also get them straight from the Homebrew Center shop if you're local to the Fort Smith area. And we also offer bulk purchases in store at Homebrew Center where you can get a great deal on a 50-pound bag. That is pickup only, but if you want to try some of these great corns shipped straight to your door at a great price, check them out. Stillintheclear.com.
The perfect shine, some say, is all about the water, or about the best corn or their secret mash bill. For others, it's about a great still and a lot of copper in the process. The best distillers and moonshiners know that the pursuit of the perfect shine is more about the sum total of each great part, not any one thing. The North Georgia Still Company is a great place to pursue your perfect. You won't find a better still. The materials, craftsmanship, and attention to detail in every still they make, regardless of size, is the finest that money can buy. Need awesome grains, enzymes, yeast, or other accessories for making mash or distilling it? They've got that too. The North Georgia Still Company is all about turning water into shine. So go ahead, get your shine on.
What's up, guys? I'm back with you, filibustering because our boys are not back yet. What's going on in the chat? Got stainless mesh on a washer would do the same, I would think.
What's up?
They've got a little sidebar going on about how they're putting together a still, I think. I see stainless zip ties mentioned.
All right, we're back. We are back. I like my fruit press.
I like that fruit
I
press.
thought I liked ours until I used it the first time. Damn.
You were pressing apple.
Yeah, the apples. I don't recommend. That is one thing I'll probably never attempt to press apples again, because just for how much you got to have to
Takes a lot of apple.
takes a lot of apple to make some juice.
Iowa Free Thinker. Just start out with some Road Daddy. A couple of brands out there. Daddy yeast, the go-to for a grain. But there are a lot of choices.
What type of yeast would you recommend for a grain fermentation? All of our kits, we send out Daddy yeast, dry active distiller's yeast. That said, there's guys that are really partial to the turbos. We don't use them ourselves a lot unless we're running up against like a video crunch or something where we've got to get a mash done. I don't know. Again, I'm not saying that to say they're not good or we don't, that kind of a thing, but EC 1118 on most brandies. He never turned his mic.
Oh,
Got mine. But yeah, I use EC 1118 on pretty much all fruit, and then I use Daddy on.
We've done some experiments with D47, which has a lower alcohol tolerance. So if you're trying to get something semi-sweet, you can work the numbers and let it finish all the way out, and you don't have to worry about neutralizing the yeast and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Put your mic on, Clevis. Tony was in here earlier today. Yeah, talking about calling me Clevis, which I don't mind.
I like Clevis.
Whatever.
That's a good
I
nickname.
get Silas a lot out in the wild.
Yeah.
I have been using a champagne yeast, but I think I need to change it. It seems like it takes a long time for it to work. Yeah. I've never really used the champagne yeast. We carry them here in the store. I've never made a champagne, so I've never used one. But that said, I think you'll have some good luck with the.
Yeah, and two, if you're talking to Iowa Free Thinker, if you're talking about what you've recently been doing, because of temperatures, that can slow fermentation down anyway.
That's true. Yeah, it's always harder to ferment winter. We come into a lot of conversations with guys during the live and guys that come in the store and people in comments all the time that are saying, oh man, I can't, this is stuck or this doesn't want to work. And a lot of the times it seems like I'm always having the temperature pH conversation in the last couple months. I feel like I've had it 200 times, but most of the time it's just.
Yeah, so often it's a temperature issue more than anything else.
It's just cold. Your mash is just cold.
Oh, we were going to try that breakfast.
Oh, yeah.
Not breakfast, Christmas dinner.
Christmas dinner.
So this was our final product from the Christmas dinner. I'll get us a couple of shot glasses.
What proof y'all think that is? We haven't got to do a guess the proof since we're doing this big old pail. May have said it earlier.
Did we write the proof down on that?
Yep. Need a little, like a tiny little feed.
Yeah. Whiskey Rebel says 120. Joe says 90. Whiskey Rebel says he has no idea, but yeah, free to guess anyway.
I'm going to call it 110. Yep.
Yeah, I get a lot of the stuffing, the stuffing mix.
I get a lot of the stuffing.
Whatever the spices in the stuffing mix are.
I get a lot of the stuffing and a lot of the fruitcake spice. Which, to be honest, I feel like if I didn't know what was in this now, at this point, I would get mainly all stuffing. Like mildly on the back, get some of that like kind of fruity spice.
Yeah. I'm getting the stuffing and the rum.
Yeah. And the rum almost, I feel like, backs up and pushes that stuffing smell a little bit more because I never really thought about it before, but the rum has that kind of
Funk.
Yeah, it's just got that rum nose to it, and
Joe says sage is strong, so
yeah.
I like it.
I like it a lot.
I like it. It's I still get the stuffing.
A little candy cane in here.
There you go.
Do a quick on-camera experiment.
I get the stuffing in the back of the throat.
I think that's going to disintegrate fairly quickly.
We got a 102 from Scott. We got a 115 from Iowa Freethinker.
Someone already hit it earlier. I think
Yeah, someone nailed it.
110.
Tony Hughes.
Tony Hughes.
Tony got it.
Tony, did we tell you that in here earlier when you were here? I think I very well may have.
Bucket is 3/4 full. I think I'm gonna go ahead.
Yeah, I did tell him earlier.
I'm gonna go ahead and dump this because I don't want to try and pour it out when it's all the way full.
Need a hand?
No, I think I'm gonna bring this over here though. See how much of this I can actually get in the funnel.
Dilute this down a little bit. That's a lot of peppermint for.
This is not gonna work.
Really? Yeah. I have to do it.
Just
Think of a
gotta
better way.
commit. Oh, there it is. You got it.
Get a jar and catch it. This bucket needs a little spout on it to solve that problem.
We're making it work.
Yep.
Iron Duke says, you guys should get pretty good at making spirits in the next couple hundred of years. Dude. Dude.
Oh, God, that's tough.
Absolutely roasted on that one.
Boom roasted.
Absolutely roasted on that one.
Need more ice. Running pretty hard.
Yeah.
Getting hot already. Well, dang, Duke. I don't know why you said that.
Damn, dude. Just laid into us.
Y'all gonna make some pretty good liquor here in about a couple hundred years.
Here in a couple centuries, you'll be all right.
I mean, the people that originally came here and were making liquor were originally from your neck of the woods, Duke.
That is true.
I'll accept it. I'll take it.
But don't pay a TV license.
Did someone get that in there on the license?
He did.
Oh, okay. What did we come out to there?
Came out at 124.
124. Sorry we didn't let y'all guess. I didn't think about that. Alcohol abuse. Right. We lost a little there. There was a couple fallen soldiers.
And this 124 is probably a little bit off from the normal couple of points because that's pretty warm.
Whiskey Rebel, that is a proof and trail hydrometer. You're going to want both. You're going to want the triple scale to use for your mashes, and then you'll want the proof and trail for your proofing and stuff. So you can go to stillintheclear.com. You get a hydrometer set, have both of them.
I don't know where the caps are.
And a test jar. A test jar is super helpful if you don't have something like that you can use. It makes life a lot easier. So there's a distiller's toolkit that comes with, it's got a pH meter, it's got a proof and trail, it's got a alcohol hydrometer, or a triple scale, a proof and trail, a test jar, a pH meter, test jar. Did I already say that? Test jar, pH meter,
thermometer,
two hydrometers, thermometer. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, got it. Sorry. But yeah, it's got everything that you need in it. Oh, Adam's got links for the distiller's toolkit.
Sure, John. Quinn says clear glass cylinder works better. Plastic will be cloudy and have to fill up too far.
I try to eliminate all the glass I can out of this process because I'm notorious for pulling a China shop type activities. We did have a guy come in here today, and he said he dropped his hydrometer into his test jar and busted his test jar. He had a glass.
That's a hydrometer, yeah. And it was glass.
Hydrometer survived, test jar broke.
The cost of the distiller toolkit's $52.
It's like, it's somewhere right around. I
50.
can't remember if it's under 50 or slightly.
On the website says 60.
Oh,
60 bucks.
Okay.
$60 for pH meter, 2 hydrometers, the thermometer, the test jar.
Yeah. And if you want to save a little money, you can go to Amazon and buy all those things separately. But if you want to just make one purchase and get them all,
you can support
plus the guide sheets.
You can support a billionaire, you know? What are you, Democrat? Look at the color that I'm getting
that's
off
cool.
the peppermint already. Get a little tight shot on that.
Let's do it.
This is 2 seconds
Shall we?
into aging this.
Come down to the table with it.
Okay. Kind of the red background kind of hurts it, but
Oh, yeah.
Look at there.
pretty cool. I'm gonna be excited to stir this up and drink it here in a little bit.
Roll that beautiful Christmas liquor footage.
Scott Bryant said eBay.
Yeah, eBay's another option.
I liked how it's also like all the people that are like can very consistently order from us. They're like, you should go. Copper mesh ball and bottom of test jar will prevent that. That's actually pretty smart because I know early on into my winemakings, when I got back into it, I was notorious for, and just it is.
Bunch of little BBs down at the bottom.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was knocking them against that. Man, I couldn't even begin to guess how many hydrometers I broke in the first 90 days of me being back to winemaking.
Because you only bought one at a time.
Yeah. If I had four, I'd have never broke one. Yeah.
Right.
Here all the time buying them again. I was like, I broke my hydrometer.
Yeah.
I broke over here like 3 or 4 times. Like, I gotta get another one.
Justin says, ever give away any steels? We gave away, this has been 2 years ago, we gave away a Beaver. I've done a raffle in conjunction with North Georgia, but I wasn't giving away steels. They were. I was giving away kits. I don't know. Someday I'm sure we'll give away a steel.
We're talking to we're talking to people right now. That's come up in recent conversation. That's something that we've already had on the brain that we want to do. And when we get with the right still maker, that where it makes sense for them, and yeah, we would love to do that.
And for sure, when our own stills, the DIY kits, when those roll out, I'm sure we'll be giving those away.
Oh, yeah.
Certain.
Yeah, for sure. That'll need to be an opt-in one, though.
Justin says 2 years. No. This is unacceptable. Someday? No. That's funny. I agree with you.
Empty promises.
I agree with you.
Can't wait to win the Grain for a Year competition.
Well, shoot, yeah. I can't wait to pay the shipping to send it to you, dude. I'm excited about that.
So far. What would you say starting up is your... Oh, okay. Talking about rum. They're talking rum things. Clinton's a rum guy here. He seems to really kind of know what he's doing.
He does do a lot of rum.
I would Freethinker love hanging out with you all on a regular Thursday evening. Look forward to it every week. Man, we're
the same way. We look forward to it. I enjoy these lives a lot.
It's a really awesome way for us to break up our week. And we kind of get to plan and think, what are we going to do this week? What are we, and so it's fun for us too. Rum is not the easiest thing to do.
I'm catching sarcasm in that statement there, Clinton.
Okay, he's joking. I was about to say, I think we talked last week that rum is like one of the hardest things.
I mean, you can do rum in a very easy way. It's
Right.
not hard to do, but doing it well becomes difficult.
We say that with everything. I think I put out a video or I did something or I was in someone's live and that discussion came up about like anyone can you can run spirits of any sort. Mm-hmm. And then the gap between running like just a good spirit, okay, you've got what you're doing, your stuff is drinkable, to like, oh, you make really,
that is fabulous.
You make really good stuff. That gap is like big.
It's just lots of experience, lots of trying, lots of trial and error, lots of
run
learning
like
new
Clinton has
things.
400 or 500 times, and you'd probably be pretty good at it.
Yeah. Like I've said to many people in the shop and in the live, probably it's I equate it to the analogy I use is me and my dad watching a baseball game.
Yeah,
like I'm having a good time. I don't know shit. Like I barely know all the rules and the strategy of baseball.
Yeah.
And my dad can tell you the stats of every player on the field and
the last guy's average
that
that guy took the place of.
Yeah, and his father who played in 1960, what his stats were, and like all of that stuff. So he's very deep in the weeds, and I'm just not at all. But we both have a great time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what distilling is. Like you can stay surface level and have a blast doing it the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Or you can go as deep into the hole as you want.
You can hand jars to guys and have a good time, and everyone's like, yeah, this is awesome. And it is awesome because you can make, and here's the thing too, I try to convince people of this and I can tell like they don't believe me, but when you start and you get your first few runs done and you're making a corn liquor and you can go and take that and age that, you can make at the beginning a very, very good bourbon, better than what you can go in the store and pay $40-50 a bottle for.
Sure.
At that point. And then once you add a few years on there of figuring out tips and tricks and getting with guys in the MeWe and bouncing questions off each, like you can get very good very quickly. Like there's several people that fit that mold that come in here and get us and try stuff.
Yeah.
Only been running a few months and they're already making very good quality liquor. Like very doable.
Yeah. Richard's come a long way. Oklahooch has come a long way and it's really new at it.
Yeah.
Joe placed another order.
I'm
Winning grain for a year.
And I'm
Yeah,
putting it-
since we announced that, she's put, I don't know, 3 or 4 orders in.
She likes it. Yeah.
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 Well, that's probably all stuff she's planning on using anyway.
Yeah.
Just pile in a few extra orders this month, and
Plus, she loves us.
she does love us. Joe.
Yeah.
I want a shirt that says "I love Joe."
Yeah.
My main girl, Joe. Adam, someone threw up on your shirt. What do you mean?
What? Someone threw up on my shirt. I don't know what you talking about.
Don't like the logo, I guess.
You don't like the letters on it?
Oh, dude, is he letter hating?
Is he letter
You
hating?
letter hating right now, big dog? What set you repping?
Yeah. What
Uh-oh.
whiskey?
What
What
block of the campus are you from, my boy?
what set you repping? Okay. Whoops, wrong guy. He says.
Oh, he's talking about
Oh, you
yours.
talking about me?
Yeah.
Zach. It says Zach. Sorry.
This jersey, dude. This jersey's got paint on it. It's got oil on it. Like this thing has been
Probably
through the
does
ringer.
have some
I
beautiful.
will never stop wearing this jersey. I've had it forever.
Yeah, that's
One
a
of the
work shirt at this
one of-
point.
oh yeah. One of the first MLB jerseys I ever got. It's lucky. It's I like it. Never stop.
We actually forgot to load this up with candy canes.
Oh yeah.
This is not the right one.
Oh yeah. Here we go. I feel like we can fit a bunch of candy canes in there.
I think we can probably get a few in.
And also, just based off this, like a little is going to go a long ways, right?
Yeah. So you guys let me know. We're going to start opening up these candy canes.
How many should we put in here? How many are going to
Just,
fit?
just tell me if this noise and racket is too much, if it's sensitive on the mics,
I'll just
and
hold it
we'll
away
just stop
from you.
and do it some other, to finish later if it becomes an issue with
Look at that.
sound quality.
Did it get better? It did.
So Justin, you can age with oak chips, oak sticks, oak spirals, oak barrels, bad motivator barrels. The smaller the thing is that you're using, the faster it's going to age and the lower the quality of the aging unless you're really careful. So like, for example, I don't use chips anymore. They just age way too fast and I'm not usually happy with the product at the end. Oak sticks is the smallest I go. But yeah, there are alternatives to answer your question.
The Duke says St. Louis Cardinals, the local Arkansas baseball team. Who would you prefer me to root for, Duke? Can you name another MLB team located in the state of Arkansas? We don't got one. Okay.
Hillbilly Glass Barrel's in the house. That's another option for aging. He has some great oak lid, little oak lids that fit mason jars that he'll char or toast for you.
They're real cool.
We have a few of them. We have one that,
GWR right behind me.
yeah, the GWR. We
It's
aged on
literally
it.
over
Turned
my
out great.
Over this, God, dude. Over this shoulder. It's right there. That's a GWR.
Joe's waiting on her barrel. Yes, I saw you ordered it. The barrels take a little longer to get to our customers. But I did see that you ordered a barrel, Joe. Thank you.
That's gonna be pretty cool.
Can't age with oak sticks, Duke says. You can flavor and color. Okay, I mean, sure.
I agree to
I
disagree.
mean, we can absolutely, I mean, it aged for 9 weeks.
It does what you want it to do.
It's an interesting descent.
Well, he's not really entirely wrong.
He's only
How do you
slightly
define
wrong.
age?
I don't know at what certain time frame
Okay. Is that
aging becomes aging.
Yeah.
What's the cutoff for age? What's the least amount of time something could be aged to be considered aged?
I don't know. I'm sure there's
Dude,
someone out there
maybe-
that claims to know.
Perhaps a little more rationale on your descent? I'm just curious. I'm a novice. I don't know anything. I'm just curious.
Well, yeah, he's not wrong.
Okay, that's fine.
Honestly,
I just want to hear what he has to say.
I bet the argument that he will make, and I'll wait for his argument, but in a short amount of time, with the lids, with the oak sticks, do what the aging process does without the one element, which is time.
Well, and evaporation.
So basically you have to have an angel share for it to be aged.
I think that may be what he's saying.
It's got to go through maybe multiple seeds, but that said, there's people needs 3 things to age.
Which Clinton is saying aging is breathing, so which is kind of like what I'm saying. Like you gotta have some evaporation from the.
You gotta have the heat and the cool, the different seasons to pull and ebb and flow the barrel, and
I get that.
That being said, I sure do like my aging with oak sticks.
Yeah. Well, it seems awful efficient, quick, you know.
Yeah, I don't want to wait years.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I mean, you can use the mini casks, the little oak barrels, but even those, like, you don't want to age those for years. Those are like 5-6 months.
Yeah, you'll overdo it. Well, I'm aging these. I'm not aging. I guess I'm coloring and flavoring these brandy.
We need a new term.
Whiskey Rebel's asking for a MeWe link.
Oh, sure. Yep.
Crazy dark and getting close, I think, and they've only been going on a month. I'd be shocked if they make it a full 6 weeks.
Which ones?
The half gallons over here on the wood save.
The brandy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be surprised too.
Like, if I wasn't listening to my sensei over here, I would have probably already pulled them off.
I mean, they're good already. I just think
they can be better.
I think you got a little time, they can get a little better.
How many of these do we have in here?
I have not been counting.
Just keep going.
Just keep going. Aaron Duke says only 2 out of 3 satisfied. Which one did we miss, Duke?
And he's stringing us along here.
What was his 3?
Winsong says you boys are going to have a thick mess with all those candy. We might need to listen to her. She kind of knows her thing when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I would assume we definitely have to filter it.
I say we pause. Just on her recommendation.
Should we get a wrapper count?
Oh, that's a good idea.
All right.
That's a good thought.
This is good television right here. Just watching us count wrappers. 20.
33.
All right. 53.
53 candy canes.
Just about half the box. Yeah, wrappers I'll toss them. Jeez. Where's the trash bucket when you need
it?
Love that red dye.
Love that RD40. That's going to be a neat looking little liquor by the time it's all said and done.
I think so, yeah.
Leave some room to shake it up. I think that ship has sailed. There's some room in there. What's up, Moonshine and Lawrence?
Moonshine and Lawrence in the house.
You know, I was on his, I think I told you, I was on his live the other day, And man, he had a few people in there, and I didn't realize what it was. I just saw it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I saw it. Didn't realize exactly what it was, what was going on, but I was just kind of, like everyone else, having a good time. I thought it was cool, and like 30 seconds of me being into it, he's like, "Yeah, this is a speed dating show," and I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that."
I'm married.
I saw my wife like poke up off the couch, and I was like, "I didn't know that. I didn't know. This was a completely innocent mistake. What was your name?" No, we're doing good, Lawrence. Thanks for having me the other night. And here's your buddy still in the clear. I'm gonna lean over real quick 'cause he's on TikTok. He can't. No, the other way.
Oh,
yeah. Fireball, Ricky. No, this was a Christmas dinner at one point. This jar's got a pecan pie, butter cookies, stuffing, popcorn, like the holiday tin popcorn,
yams,
fruitcake.
I think that was it.
That was about it. I think
Yeah, we mashed it all in.
we just put some damn candy canes in it, making like a kind of a Christmas schnapps, peppermint schnapps.
Christmas theme going on.
We'll see how that turns out.
Lisa, see you later. Thanks for jumping in.
Lisa?
Ricky says it sounds like a stomach ache.
It very well could be. I'm going to do a Shine Live one night. Y'all should come in. Heck yeah, dude.
Who's
Let me
saying
know.
they're going to do a shining line?
Moonshine and Lawrence.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Shoot, yeah. I bet with this conversation,
Ricky, brother.
I bet with this conversation with the Duke tonight so far, we can expect within the next one or two issues of the MASH an explanation of what aging really is.
Did you guys
It
see
would
his?
actually be a pretty good article.
Did you see his third piece that we were missing? Did you see that?
No, I
He
missed
said
it.
he said hole in the lid with the oak poking out of the top satisfies all three, which I think gets to our evaporation.
Hole in the lid with the oak poking out. Oh, so it can breathe?
Yes, I think that's the idea. I haven't seen any other.
So the Hillbilly Glass Barrels lids probably satisfy that.
Sounds like it might satisfy all three.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't put the oak stopper in it anymore. That was like a first or second iteration kind of prototype that he doesn't do anymore.
Drank Shine every day for a week. The come down was horrid. Ricky, brother, I bet you a 1 week bender on some Shine will really put a hurting on you.
I bet.
I like to age with bourbon barrel smoking chip. A lot of guys like the chips. A lot of guys like the spirals.
Mm-hmm.
I like the staves because that's what
Maybe.
I've used the most of. I think I've used them in some red wines and had good success with them too. I aged that 3 gallons. What did that start off at? I can't remember. I have to go back and look at the tag, but man, I probably gave it 6 months and a 3 gallon carboy where I was kind of slowly tasting it out. It ended up being about 2.5 gallon.
Yeah.
And yeah, it went quick. I think I still have like 3 bottles of it, but my wife really
Yeah, that was
just
really good.
hammered it.
God says he uses staves from Cyrus. Thank you, brother.
Good quality ingredients.
Still unclear. That was in response to my proposal earlier on, just thinking of if you have a single stick of oak and ball jar.
I think you could age a quart with one of those. I'd be scared to do a
That-
pine. I don't think it'd fit in a pine anyway. Hey.
They're 5 inches, and my recommendation on them is 1 stick per quart.
Yeah. Like I've got 2 sticks per half gallon in these brandies and this bourbon back here that I've been. Oh, they're over there. But anyway, 2 sticks per half gallon has seemed to be kind of a nice little, not too much, not getting some change every week.
Lawrence is mashing in some birch water. Should be interesting with corn.
Birch water?
I don't even know what birch water is.
What's birch water? Has anyone tried the smoke infuser for drinks? Yeah, we've got one, Whiskey Rebel. We enjoy it.
Yeah, we did it on the live, I think.
Yeah, they'll do a number on a cocktail. They'll take a neat bourbon or a bourbon on ice and really bump it up.
Aging brandy now, one with toasted cherry, one with charred oak. Both came from Liebert.
Oh yeah, you bought them in here the other week. Yeah.
So from Clevis to Cleabert.
Birch sap. Oh, okay. That's like a syrup, I guess. Just like the maple.
I guess. Scott says, not trying to be a suck up, but Cyrus, the impact you had on Moonshine life is huge. Oh man, I appreciate that. That's actually pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty cool comment.
He's not lying.
On my Moonshine life, I meant. Oh, well, that's not as big a deal.
Not across everybody, just you? Damn. We call it birch water because the sap is like water. Yeah, I've seen videos of them getting the maple syrup and stuff. But when they get it, it just looks like water. And then they cook it down and reduce it to its syrupy form, sugary form.
Yeah.
I just guess to boil the water content off of it. Probably not much different than what we're doing over here, except our pipe would get plugged up.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to try some of this with.
I'm going to read this comment twice before I read it out loud. I like the comment. I just can't. I'm not reading it.
I've been shaking this. Look at all the oil gathering up on the top of that rim.
Oh yeah, got it too.
Yeah, Winsong is right. That's going to be a mess. She's not usually wrong when it comes to that stuff, though. I'm telling you.
No, I mean, I knew instantly when she said it. Like, oh yeah, that's probably right. I didn't doubt it for 1 second. Oh, they're sticking to the bottom.
Yum.
Golly, look how much darker that is now. That's crazy. And why is there one candy cane down the bottom of this thing that still has all its red?
Oh,
none of the other ones have it.
Look at that.
And you don't see that?
Oh yeah. Wow.
There's like one solid candy cane in here that's like a genetic freak, and he's got all his red. The rest of them are just stark white. Oh, there's one more in there, maybe.
They've hit their critical mass of dye in the solution. And now it can't dissolve anymore.
This is now 30% RD40. Oh, nice.
Justin says, hey, I got to go, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for answering my questions. I'm so happy to find this channel. I look forward to learning as much as I can from all of you. Very grateful. Awesome.
Justin, appreciate having you, brother. Yeah.
Yeah. If you didn't catch the Moonshine for Beginners links that were being dropped, if you think this is helpful, you're going to love Moonshine for Beginners, because that group is way more helpful than us here just kind of playing around.
Lawrence, I need to try some of that, I guess. I'm pretty intrigued by the birch sap situation.
Iron Duke said this won't be going in Winsong's recipe book.
Yeah. That's funny. Tony says, agreed on y'all's impact. Reading in forums can really muddy things up with this hobby. Y'all's tutorials, videos, and lives have completely reinvigorated my passion. That's awesome. Thank you, Tony.
That's pretty cool, dude. Glad you come in. Glad all of you guys, it's awesome to hang out with you guys every week and Tony has got the luxury of living here pretty close, so
Yeah,
He
he's
comes
been
by the
working
shop.
here on Chaffee, and last couple of weeks he's been in here, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, I think.
bought some grain today. He's got some cool stuff he's working on. Curious to see how it turns out for him. Yeah. I was saying it in one of my lives the other day that I think that it's somehow, and I'm not sure, the Moonshine community has managed to kind of stay unaffected by other different kind of hobby groups and what happens there, that people are just, I don't know, maybe generally not so helpful. I think most people that really kind of believe in distilling, believe in making moonshine, are generally pretty helpful people that just,
Well, that's
nice.
Yeah, that's also a fairly new thing.
Well,
In
I
the
mean,
last,
yeah.
I don't know, 10 or 15-ish years, that change has happened. But it used to be a very gatekeeper kind of community.
Secretive.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was more of the legality stuff, and now that that's kind of starting to ease up, more people are. I don't think there's anything we like. There, I know there's nothing that we do that we wouldn't share with someone else.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No hidden secrets.
Yeah. Scott said we don't put up with the BS.
True.
It's true.
Very true.
It's true.
Iron Duke says MFB is the place to be.
The MFB is pretty crucial for a lot of folks. If you're on TikTok, Moonshine for Beginners, you got DRC in the live.
Oh, over there on TikTok.
What's up, brother?
Whoop.
What's up, brother? You got us jonesing over this still, man.
We have been talking about your steel all day.
Yeah.
We've brought it up like a dozen times.
I think everyone I've talked to today.
Yeah.
We are, you guys don't know, DRC Stainless Works. He's on TikTok. DRC, if you have a YouTube or something, let us know. But also drop the link to your website in my TikTok chat, and it'll be in here on the chat with everybody else on all the other platforms. We don't have the TikTok link today. We had an issue come up with Restream, so it's a little different today. But drop your website in there. That way all the people in the chat can go over there and look at your stuff. Beautiful stainless stuff. Cool submarine tanks. For whatever reason, you don't see as many steel makers making submarine tanks.
Yeah.
They're definitely in the minority for whatever reason, but they're a super cool design, and the way they kind of cycle water inside when they start to heat up and bounce over and around and come back down. You know, it's kind of it's a really cool design, and the ones he makes are very, very, very modular, which is what I think is really cool about them. What got me turned on to them to begin with.
Yeah, when we get that steel, we'll be able to swap out column parts from that steel to other steels, and other steels column parts to that steel. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Is that the right?
Yeah.
The right place?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'll post that link because he said I'm not sure how to.
Oh, okay.
I'll post that.
Adam's going to post that for you.
Cool.
That's an awesome website, man.
Yep. Got some
Really cool stuff. That's crazy.
There it is.
Chunk 6617 asks, how do you know when your heads are done and it's safe to drink? So it's a 2-part question.
Let me get the second one. Can I take the second one?
You take the second one.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so there's a process you go through when you're learning, where you are figuring out how to make your cuts. And when we talk about making cuts, we're talking about fractionalizing your run into different parts so that you can taste and smell the different parts. And the heads are much more stringent, stronger. In parts of the heads, you'll get like a nail polish remover kind of smell, like an acetone. And when you stop getting those tastes and smells, then you're out of the heads. So that's how you know. And it just takes a little bit of practice. doing runs and making your cuts. There's a process that I teach on the YouTube channel about how to learn, how to teach yourself how to make cuts through your own preference, because it doesn't matter how I would do it, because you might not like my final product. It matters how you would do it to fit your own tastes and preferences. Hand it over to you.
Safe to drink. When you know it's safe to drink. So, unless you are running a monster of a still, and I'm talking huge, talking like factory level big, 200-gallon plus still, it's always going to be safe to drink. Now, safe to drink and desirable in terms of what tastes good are two different things. Also, I'm not going to say that if you drink enough heads, right, which I'm not telling you to do, I'm just saying it's not going to hurt you. It could maybe upset your stomach. You could have some off effect like that. It's not going to kill you. You're not going to go blind. Okay. You're not going to, end up in the hospital. Now, if you end up drinking 7 or 8 shots of 190 proof liquor, you may end up in the hospital, but it's not going to be because you
Doesn't have anything to do with the cuts.
you don't have any kind of poisoning from the heads or anything like that. Like, that is a common misconception. We actually keep all of our heads from all of our runs, and we put them into what we call feints jar. We run that later as a separate run. We'll proof it down to 40, and we'll basically just run all the alcohol off of it, make our cuts as normal, and there we go, free run. We've got close to coming up on 2 gallons of that. We've also saved some and reran it and got to a point where it's like, okay, we're not going to run this anymore, but we're going to save it and use it as a cleaning run.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got that too. It's really important when you get started that you can kind of get all you can out of the hobby, and that's just one more thing. By keeping your heads, you're able to utilize those later for either a different run, a feints run, or clean your stills with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's still value in that product. It just might not end up in the final product that you end up drinking. So, safe to drink? Yeah.
Safe to drink. You don't even have to worry about that aspect of it.
No.
It's safe to drink, even if you make your cuts and you include some of the heads. Maybe later you figure out you didn't like that much of the heads, or maybe you do. It's all safe to drink.
Well, it's different too, because we'll talk about, okay, are you going to leave this a white dog? Are you going to age this? Are you going to post flavor with it? And then you can be maybe a little bit more liberal. You can kind of maybe, if you're going to post flavor something, maybe you're not too scared to get into the heads just a little bit more than you normally would if you were going to age something, or if you were going to leave it a white dog,
Mm-hmm.
So
DRC says, I save everything except the 4 shots. And so what he's talking about, the 4 shots is a very small cut right at the beginning that a lot of people take. I don't cut for the 4 shots. I don't even worry about it. But typically people will say that's like 50 milliliters per gallon that's in your still should be your 4 shots. If you're worried about 4 shots, which I'm not, some people are. And I have a whole video about 4 shots and methanol and all that. You can go watch it, where I explain why I'm not concerned about it. But that's what he's talking about when he says 4 shots. 4 shots to me are just the first part of the first jar of the heads.
Yeah.
That's why I don't worry about them.
Well, and here's the thing too. It's your stuff. If you're going to sit there and be worried about them while you're drinking, or you're doing whatever you are with it's your stuff. That's what you want to do. Completely acceptable. That's what you should do. Likewise, if you're running with other people or for other people that are, friends that you share your stuff with, and that's something, just get it out there. It's, at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. It will add up to a lot of volume over time if you run enough, but it's your stuff. You should be comfortable with it. But at the same time, I think a lot of the 4 shots and the, you're going to go blind stuff is just kind of old school. wives' tales that
Mhm.
maybe kept people leery of
Yeah.
trying to start making their own stuff.
Scott says, but that's not what's on the show Moonshiners.
Yeah, he makes a good point.
All
He makes a good point.
Hold on. Let's go back to the drawing board. Let's read.
Never mind, forget what we just said.
Forget everything we said.
You
The
should
show
watch.
Moonshiners.
That's an instructional video. That show.
It'll make you go blind. You gotta get rid of it.
It'll make you go cross-eyed and blind.
No. And then this is what I always ask everybody: where's the blind moonshiners? Give me a single blind moonshiner.
Actually,
Now, he's got prescription. Okay, now he's close. He is close.
hey, that's just astigmatism. You're born with that.
I only jerk those off because I remember in one of my videos or one of the lives we said, where's all the blind moonshiners? And somebody commented, as the man with glasses speaks. It's under the bottle
next to you.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Oh, jeez.
Oh shit.
Well, I think I saw you moving on this, but Winsong said y'all should really take that candy out now.
Yeah,
It
that's
won't
what I
be
brought this over
worthwhile if you
for.
don't.
Did she get it off?
She's nearly begging us to take this off the candy
she's
cane.
begging.
So
Okay.
I'm going to take her advice on it.
Yeah.
'Cause
Should we put a coffee filter in there, or
Might save
probably.
you, might
Like,
save you some trouble.
Look
Yeah.
at the top. Look at the top. I think we should
A lot
put a
of
coffee
oil.
filter in there.
Yeah.
Very oily.
said, please, for the love of God, get it off?
Please, guys. I wasn't kidding.
Yeah.
She's like, it's real great. You guys are always talking about I'm the best at this kind of stuff. You're not listening.
Yeah. Yeah, that filter's already clogged.
It was producing an obscene amount of oil.
But we got
Oh yeah, it's this
put too much in there.
one. This is the best. This is the fastest because it allows a little bit of space. So when that one finishes off, we'll put that filter in between it. Or
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha.
I think they call it a sieve.
sieve.
I'm not sure. Someone in the chat, what's that little mesh deal called he got?
Strainer.
Strainer.
Just check. My state, Mississippi, does not allow home distillation. Okay, that kind of thinking there, that what you're describing right now that's a sheep's way. Okay, all right. You're a grown man. You got free will.
How about it?
You can do what you want in the privacy of your own home. Now I'm not gonna, again. I'm not telling you that's okay.
That is not legal
Let's
advice.
slow down.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So, but like your neighbors do it. You got a neighbor somewhere doing it. I get a lot of Mississippi orders. Okay, they're making it.
We do ship a lot of stuff to Mississippi.
Yeah. Now you might not be able to be well, and I'm not even gonna say that. We're pretty open with what we do here. There's a pail full of shine back here behind me. Technically ethanol for fuel purposes.
And I'll say the state of Arkansas, you're not even legally allowed to possess a still.
Old
And-
school on the books, pretty much not enforceable anymore because they
stopped enforcing it.
stopped enforcing.
So, and I've been making,
Also, there's a
I've
federal
met-
case.
I have almost 200 videos on YouTube that we've been making videos for, I don't remember when I started the channel, 2-3 years.
Has the Texas case been settled? The appeal window has expired for the government.
Does that make it settled?
And they don't have an
They can't do
opportunity. They
anything
don't have an
about it.
opportunity anymore to go, hey, we don't agree with this. We're appealing.
Oh, okay.
So
Sure.
She says, don't worry about the coffee filter right now. Just get it off the candy before it thickens up too much.
okay.
We'll do that.
I'm gonna let this last. She's the smartest.
She's Been doing post-flavored stuff for a really long time.
Could you imagine her reaction sometimes to just us two idiots sitting here doing something?
Oh, I don't have to.
Yeah, you hear about it?
You get to hear about
I
it.
find out the reaction when I go.
She's letting you know.
Yeah. What were you thinking? Yeah.
R.I.P. popcorn. Yep. Good one.
I really like that smell coming off of that.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we pour the excess of that into the filter and just let it sit back here.
With the excess of this?
Yeah.
No, I'm not
Or do
going
we
to
worry about it? Okay.
I'm just going to go put some hot water in this.
Yeah.
Did we proof that last pail that came off?
Yeah.
We did.
I want to say it was.
Hey, what was the go ahead, sorry, you were about to say.
Well, I think it was I think it was 110, maybe 120, but he'd probably remember.
Hey, what was the proof of that last pail, Cyrus? God, I'm like yelling into this mic.
Yeah, actually, you are.
Hey, what was the proof of that last pail? Okay. 124. How many pails do you think we're going to get out of this thing? 2.5?
Until we decide to stop running, because that thing could go. I mean, as a stripping run, we could take that down to 20 or 40 proof, but we're going to run out of time. And we can either finish it off tomorrow during the day or just not worry about what's left. We run so much.
Well, here's what we're going to do. 7 o'clock's the top of the hour. We're going to take a little intermission here. That's going to do a couple things for us, okay? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab a new beer, okay? We're going to go use the bathroom, stretch the legs. In the meantime, we're going to have a few words from our sponsors and a few things that we have going on, such as the giveaway and some heirloom corn stuff. So you guys bear with us. We're going to be back here in just a couple minutes. I'm going to end the TikTok live, and then I'm going to start it right back up when we come back before 5 minutes.
Let's talk about the giveaway.
Free grain for a year.
Anybody gonna pass that up?
How you gonna beat that? How you gonna beat it? You're not.
I've never won free grain for a year.
I've never won anything meaningful of any sort.
Right. So this is awesome. We are giving away grain for a year. We want to give one of our great customers grain every month for 12 months.
Free grain delivered to your house every month for a year. All you got to do is go to stillandclear.com, make a $50 purchase. Each additional $50 purchase you make is going to get you another entry at your chance to win free grain for a year of your choosing.
Yeah. This is not a surprise box of grain where you don't know what you're getting.
Not some shit we got just hanging out in a bag.
You're going to tell us what you want.
You
want
pick it.
10 pounds of corn, or you want a bourbon kit?
Maybe you want some barley.
Maybe you want barley.
Maybe you want some malted wheat.
Yeah.
Maybe you want a little sweet feed, crimped oats, heirloom corn.
Right.
Whatever you want.
That's right. So, stillandclear.com/shop. Spend $50 or more. You're automatically entered into the drawing. We're going to be drawing the winner April 3rd. Thursday night during the live stream.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you enter. Hope you win.
Good luck. Just wanted to let you know that Still in the Clear now offers heirloom corns. We've got the Hickory King White, we've got the Bloody Butcher, we've got the Jimmy Red, we've got a hybrid non-GMO blue corn, we've got the Truckers, favorite white corn. And if you've been wanting to try some of these corns and add a distinctively different flavor to your moonshine, other than just a regular old yellow corn, you definitely want to try these out. You can go to stillintheclear.com/shop, click on the category heirloom corns, and see everything we have to offer. You can get it in 10-pound batches. You can also get them straight from the Homebrew Center shop if you're local to the Fort Smith area. And we also offer bulk purchases in store at Homebrew Center where you can get a great deal on a 50-pound bag. That is pickup only. But if you want to try some of these great corns shipped straight to your door at a great price, check them out. Stillintheclear.com.
The perfect shine, some say, is all about the water, or about the best corn or their secret mash bill. For others, it's about a great still and a lot of copper in the process. The best distillers and moonshiners know that the pursuit of the perfect shine is more about the sum total of each great part, not any one thing. The North Georgia Still Company is a great place to pursue your perfect. You won't find a better still. The materials, craftsmanship, and attention to detail in every still they make, regardless of size, is the finest that money can buy. Need awesome grains, enzymes, yeast, or other accessories for making mash or distilling it? They've got that too. The North Georgia Still Company is all about turning water into shine. So go ahead, get your shine on.
And we are back.
What's up, dudes? What did we miss? What happened?
I saw a comment at the last moment that the Duke put up about letting the oil float to the surface and then siphon off the bottom, which I thought was a pretty good idea.
Good idea.
Pretty intelligent maneuver.
Yeah. So we'll do that later tomorrow or something.
Yep. So Duke said he's going to get out of here for the night, which is respectable. He is all the way over there and
Across the pond there.
across the pond, but that normally means he'll be in here for another 15 to 20. So that was just the first good night.
He's going to lurk for a
He's
little
going to
bit.
lurk for a little bit. Yeah, sure.
We might be able to draw him out with
We
some
can draw him back
American
out. Yeah,
comments.
Yeah. We can poke, we can prod.
You can still eyedropper it off as well. I guess, I dropped the oil off.
Should we consider pouring off that bucket before it gets like super full?
Yes. And should we also, I should go rinse the funnel.
Yeah. Here we go. All right. And we know from last time, we got to put a jar under that bucket or we're going to have a bad time. Thoughts on using activated carbon for filtering? A lot of guys do it. We don't typically do it. I think it's a good thing. I mean, I don't see a thing in the world wrong with it. I think it'd probably, realistically, if we did it every time, probably give you somewhat of a better final product. I don't know that, but what do you think about carbon filtering?
I think it probably does help a little.
Yeah. It ain't gonna hurt you.
Round.
Oh man. Pretty damn clean bucket here.
That might be the trick, not letting it get so full, huh?
I don't even need this thing. Now, when you go to pour into your test jar, that be a little. No, they're pretty good.
Yeah. All right, we'll see what proof we're at now. We're running pretty hot and heavy.
Probably just drop that hydrometer in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask y'all earlier if you could just do that, drop it in the carboy.
Yeah, just
And we already got some guesses. I see a 96, a 111, 90, 102. Nick, the first jar was 124. Got a 95.
oh my God.
Show and Shine is in the house. Good to see you.
Show and shine. What you showing? What you shining, brother?
All right, so we have roughly 2 gallons off the still so far on this stripping run. Got this mic all messed up. There we go.
Had to look at that. Hey, for real quick, for those of you this week in between guessing the proof, my mic, I've got it further away from my face because I yell. How's it sound to you guys? How is it? Still hear me good, but at the same time, maybe it sounds like I'm not yelling at you like I normally am. That was the goal. Sounds good. All right. Sounds like Pee Wee Herman. That's a first. Loving the Cardinals jersey.
Well, there you go.
Okay, I like that. I mean, yeah, keep them coming. We're getting a little off topic here, but jokes, good jokes. Turn AG with blue corn and a ferment barrel that Cyrus made. Found a long gray hair in the fermenter. I left it in the match. Secret sauce. They figured it out, brother.
That's awesome.
That's how this bourbon's turning out so good.
Trying not to give my secrets
You got
away,
a couple of those long gray beard hairs in there, and you got the
That's
secret.
hilarious.
That's pretty funny. You sound beautiful. Oh, Joe.
Dang.
Joe, you never got back with me earlier when I was trying to coach you into coming into the 24-hour TikTok live for, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever you're into. I'd like to get a hard commit on that from you. I know the people are just.
The people want answers.
We only see you in the chat or in the MeWe. People want to know, like, what's the.
Yeah, I look forward to joining that.
man.
I thought she was on one of your lives once already.
No, she's
I've
been
seen her
in.
on a live.
Oh, really? I never have.
I might be wrong about that.
I'll be there. Oh!
Excellent.
Woo! All right, Joe. I'm putting you in prime time. I'll be. I'll make sure I get you in there Saturday night towards the end. Give me something to look forward to, and then also be a good time slot. We'll probably end around like 6 or 7 on Saturday. I think is when it's going to finish up. So maybe put you in there around 5 or 6. But I'll get with you as we get closer. I'm trying to schedule other people around. I don't ever know what people are doing. Maybe they're doing something Saturday and or Friday and they got to be on there. But it'll be somewhere around there.
Whiskey Rebel says, need a Still in the Clear t-shirt that says, I like Shine and maybe 2 people. I like that.
Tim, this live, I'm still trying to figure out exactly how the setup is going to be. I think it would be cool if we had kind of this setup that we normally do. I think it's obviously the best setup. I don't know how practical that would be. We'll have to see what our setup's going to be at the point that we get there, and like, can I run it versus do I just need to set my phone up and
Sign into YouTube, the YouTube channel on the shop phone, and just have 2 phones.
just run 2 phones?
Yeah, it'd be hard.
When are you doing that stream?
It's hard to say. I'm at like 9,000 followers on TikTok. Whenever I get to 10,000, it's going to be that next week.
So it could be a month from now.
Could be a month from now.
I mean, we may have the computer by then. Mike could start doing some crash courses on how to run the stream. I mean,
I mean, maybe.
set it up and just get it.
I'm happy to teach you.
I mean, yeah, teach it. I'm not going to be here for 24 hours. I'm just putting it down.
Absolutely
Neither one
not.
of you will be. Neither one of you will.
No.
It'll
But
have to be. That's the thing about it. It'll have to be something that I can run by myself because I won't have anyone
that's
else
what.
there to help me. And,
Yeah. Man, it could work out where I can set you up on the full blown stream. So that would be
could
pretty
nice.
cool.
If that's the case, it'll be
Yeah.
on probably both the YouTubes. I don't know if you'll want to.
It'll be on. It'll be on Homebrew Center.
It'll be on HBC on YouTube and the TikTok, and then I'll probably maybe if that's the case, I'll probably go to Facebook too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. You'll be drunk by then, Joe. I'll probably be in rare form by hour 23 of the 24-hour live stream.
Yeah.
I've got to guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just guessing. Volume in the morning lives is always so low. Maybe you could run the same volume in the mornings as the Thursday live.
Well,
It is possible that we could set the
So
OBS
it's
up, or not the OBS, but the camera, and then
I think what would probably solve that problem is using the mics. 'Cause
Yeah.
in the mornings, I'm just using my phone and my phone's mic, and I'm sitting back, and the phone is up here, and maybe that's what it is. I don't know,
Yeah.
but maybe I could plug in the mics to the phone and solve that problem.
I think so. Yeah.
oh yeah. So Adam, do you have the link for the Homebrew Center YouTube?
Yeah. Yep.
Put that in there.
Just give me a
Tim's
second.
trying to find it, and I'm telling you right now, I've only got
Yep.
there's only 120 subscribers on there. It's still pretty hard to find.
Yep.
It's still buried in YouTube at the moment.
it's still. I think it's getting better.
Show and Shine, the festival is October 4th of this year. It's the first Saturday of the month. Love to have you out here.
Richard, you can definitely donate some coffee for the marathon because I'm sure I'll be drinking some.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I got to get the updated version of that.
Adam has just dropped one of our early versions of the billet.
Disregard one of the bands and
Oh.
the omission of some sponsors.
Okay. Well,
Sorry, I just realized I got to get a new one of
we
those.
may
too.
we may need a new one of those.
Yeah, we'll make a new one.
All right.
You only had 5 when I Subzac. That's 115 more since then. Yeah,
It's a good way to look at it.
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
that's a good way to look at it. It's only been up and running for less than months now. Well, I mean, since I've been kind of putting my shorts on there. Now, that said, I've been grossly neglecting to put long form videos on there.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah. So I need to work on
I'm
that. I need to
taking
do
note of
better.
that.
I need to be a better person. Okay. I need to work harder. Okay. I need to work harder. I need to do more. And I'm sorry. Tim, appreciate the sub, brother. And then also Clinton, that's still Cyrus and I's.
That is the channel that is connected to the Homebrew Center shop.
Yeah.
So it's a company channel.
8 to 12 minutes is the YouTube sweet spot. Here's the problem, Clinton. I have 2 long form videos that I've already shot, and I need to. I have the 8 to 12 minutes there. I just need to sit down, put them together, work on the editing software, which I think is already on the laptop that I do that on, and I just need to sit down and do it and figure it out. It's just a learning curve for me in terms of editing because I normally. All the TikToks and all the shorts as of right now that you guys see, other than the early shorts that Cyrus was clipping out of the lives, like I normally just edit on my phone. I'm very comfortable editing TikToks and stuff like that. There's a lot of different stuff you can do. I don't really edit them too hard, to be honest. I'm just got to get out of my comfort zone and sit down and take 6 or 7 hours and edit one of them and then edit the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Just time and
Just time.
neglect.
I mean, it's just time.
Yeah. Lost our chat up there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Completely?
Yep.
Okay.
Uncle Moonshine's in the house. What's up, brother?
Unk.
The uncle.
He was talking.
Man, appreciate all the subs, guys. Appreciate that.
Hell yeah! Look at that.
Sub.
Subscribers are growing.
Editing is so much easier on a PC with a full vid card. Shortens your compile times. Yeah. He's figured out a way to get around that.
No, it takes forever. What he's talking about is way different. What he's talking about is what Adam's talking about, putting a full vid card on.
Oh, yeah.
No, it takes me forever, Clinton.
You're gonna have, when the PC gets built, you're gonna have a nice video card.
I do not have a nice setup now.
Yeah.
I've just been doing it. I've been doing it this way for years, and so I'm accustomed to it just taking a long time. But rendering speeds are awful.
Yeah.
On my computer. But yeah, it's way better. It's way better than on a phone. You can do so much more, and I think that once you get accustomed to the editing software, you're also faster than doing it on a phone. Jason's tire is fixed again. Damn, it was good. I'm glad you were here, brother. It was good hanging out with you too. Come on back. Michelle's superpower is catching objects in her tires. When they're going to pull her tires off the rims to change them, it's going to look like a porcupine. All the plugs. Man, I know that feeling. I run tires. It's not time to change a tire on my truck until the metal is showing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Braid knots in the house. Good to see you, brother.
Tell them what the proof of the last jar.
I don't think so. I don't even know.
I should say.
The last 1 gallon we pulled off the still was exactly 102 proof.
102.
Sorry, so long ago. Don't know who got that right. Kind of forgot
I
about
think
it.
I remember seeing a 102 though.
Someone probably got it. What's up, Braid Knot?
Braid knot. The master's in the house.
Braid, I've told the story several times of when I got in your live the other day on Facebook, and you didn't know it was me. And I was saying Cyrus was a dog, like in a good way, and you were very quick to be like, "What are you saying about Cyrus?
What do you mean?
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?" Yeah, but I like that. I like that. I want to be clear.
Too.
Braid knot's got my back.
Yeah,
That's
he does,
right.
dude.
That's
He does.
right.
Need to get in. Yeah. That chat stuck, or is it just behind?
Stuck.
There it is. What is that?
Hey, you got people, a lot of folks over there in your TikTok chat.
Yeah.
Hey, buddies.
Indeed.
Yeah, it hops around over there. Yeah, Fred, you're a real one, brother.
You think maybe that has something to do with like not being connected to OBS? Maybe TikTok pushes you more.
I wonder, if the categories change, Like I wonder if it like defaults to a certain category on Restream versus
If it defaults to the gaming, that's absolutely what's happening. I'm just not going to get on the For You page probably.
because your concurrents have been twice as high at least all night.
Yeah, they're as low as they've been right now.
like
There's 7, yeah.
Yep. I agree. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I maybe that's maybe a Chat GPT question that we can ask for later.
Well, I'll say this, once the PC is built, we'll be able to use TikTok Creator Studio, which is what they want you to do anyway.
Okay.
That's a Windows only
If
application.
they want you to do it, that's the way that you pretty much have to do it.
Yes, and that is a Windows only application. I can't run it on my computer.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could run it, but it's just a whole freaking mess. It's not going to work. Anyway, so once we get that going, I think it'll be a lot better.
Adam, get rid of Si's IBM computer.
Whiskey Rebel says, Adam, get rid of Si's IBM computer.
Done. I'll take care of it.
Oh, did you already? Oh, yeah. He's talking about the festival.
Yeah.
And don't buy tickets, okay? Don't go to the website and buy tickets. I'm gonna send you something, okay? And I'll just remind me. You need to message me once we get the bands and everything. I'm gonna put something together for you and send it off to you, and we're gonna take care of your admission tickets that way. Smash those lines.
Tony says, just checked. Oh, where'd it go? Just checked SG on my Uncle Jesse's 0.990 at 71 degrees. Still see some bubbling. Time to rack or let it ride another day. Go ahead and rack it at 0.990. Those bubbles you're seeing are that's just
Suspended in the
grain, working its way out. You're close enough to done, or probably already done. Just go ahead and rack it off and get ready to run it.
It ain't gonna get any more done than 990.
Clinton says restarting might have helped that intermission too. More people off of work, got some food, now sitting at their PC.
Be true. Could be true. 10K likes this morning. Yeah. That's true. I did a little short live. That's what's crazy. I did a short live this morning. There's 20, 30, 40 people in it. And then, I don't know.
Burns in the house.
What's up, Bert? Everyone's numbers are tanking at the same time. Algorithm is killing TikTok live. Not as up to speed as I should be on. For a guy that spends as much time like uploading video and stuff to multiple platforms, I honestly am not with it as good as I should be probably on what are the rules of this and that. Those are things I need to look into. That's just added to the list. Sitting back, enjoying the fruits of my labor. Thanks again, guys. See y'all soon. Absolutely.
See you, Paul.
Brother. I was planning on being there a day or two early to hang with you guys. Yeah, absolutely. It will be a very busy couple days prior to, especially the day before, but absolutely, man. Come on in. We've got a couple recliners.
We will be hooked up for the couple of days before the show. But if you want to show up and hang out, it just means we're going to put you to work. So be careful.
Careful what you wish for, brother. What's up, Well Inspector? How are you, brother?
So, Adam, does YouTube see TikTok chats?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're not talking to people that YouTube's like, who in the hell are they
they're
talking
coming
about?
up on the
I see it now.
OBS. Yeah.
That's what everybody on YouTube is seeing.
Okay,
is down there.
gotcha.
Yep.
The only people this week that can't see all the other chats are TikTok people who can't see what YouTube and Facebook.
Right.
It is what it is, guys. We got Restreamed, or what is that program we use?
Restream for TikTok. Yeah. Restream.
They're whatever they're doing there.
Yeah.
Making us wait 24 hours. We didn't know until we went to fire it up, and then 39 minutes. Well, technically, because y'all don't get the full numbers up there. There's 43 there, and then there are. Not changing it.
Uncle Moonshine says he's going to help us get things together.
53 or 54 of us in here. Yep. I did 9,000 of those. 9,000 of what?
Of the 10,000 likes.
Oh, yeah. Joe's, I feel bad. Joe's going to get damn carpal tunnel from liking. I get all the notifications at the bottom. It's just like she's constantly liking the live.
Uncle Moonshine says, where's my hat?
Yeah, he had a Still Nuclear hat, and it was on it was one of those things that got put on hold or something through the.
Oh. Yeah, I had to manually order that. I had to manually put it in, which is not something I'm supposed to have to do. I remember now. So I manually placed the order with the printer. So it's either on its way or about to be on its way.
Yeah. We use a third party for all of our merchandise, but we are probably, I want to say 60-ish days out from maybe just taking on the merch side of things ourselves, because we just have so many issues with it through the website, and we might want to rotate some stuff in and out and have the ability to completely sell out of something and see how it did before we order more, if we just want to put something else in its place. And I like coming up with t-shirt ideas and hat ideas, and I think these ABV hats are slick, and they're a good hat.
Yeah, it sure is a good looking hat, boys.
That's a good one. Now that said, I'm not wearing the old ABV branded hat. What is
Me
this?
either.
It's a Drake hat, which I hate. And it was the only one in my truck. I forgot to put a hat on this morning when I left, and this one was just in my truck. So,
Are you a duck
The one
hunter?
that was available.
what do you even kill mallards, brother?
Are you a waterfowl guy?
You big into waterfowl? I like them. I like to, dude. Duck hunting is the best.
It is a good time.
Never been.
It's a
Dude,
great time.
I
Social
was
hunt.
telling you the other day, you gotta go.
I mean,
Still in
it's
the
like-
clear duck hunt?
We're gonna
like-
literally we're gonna do this.
It's
We're gonna
like
have
the
bush
cold
lights.
time of the year.
Yeah, it's cold.
I mean,
yeah, but
Go during teal season.
well, the beer
Go
and the
during
liquor
September.
kind of warms you up.
does it?
Yes.
You have a
Yeah.
beer,
Let's go drink a bunch and carry guns.
rip a couple heaters.
Rip a couple heaters. Have a good time in the blind. Maybe kill some ducks.
Yeah.
Maybe. Good luck.
I mean, I might go. I might go.
That means no.
It doesn't mean no. It means I'm probably not going no. It means you're gonna have to convince me a little more. 'Cause
Yeah.
Oh gosh. I gotta get the Bailey back full time. We're gonna have some shenanigans to be had. We can live stream from the duck blind. We can
Actually,
do a little work while we're not working.
you could. I mean,
live stream.
bring a tripod out there.
Chat, tell me, would you like to see me duck hunting
Dude,
from a blind?
I'm
live
wanting,
stream?
instead of an extended rise and shine on Saturday, where we're just in the duck blind and we can do the same thing we do now. Because I mean, I talk just like this, and it's not like you have to sit there and be quiet.
Not
You
unless
might- if you
they're-
have birds circling you for like 2 or 3 minutes,
Yeah.
you're down here.
I don't think my gun would do ducks.
I've got a gun that'll do ducks
Yeah.
for you.
Okay.
I'll supply that.
All right.
You don't have to worry about it.
I
be
say
on
my
private
gun. It's
land,
actually
too?
my wife's gun.
We'll be on private land. So
Oh, okay. No,
we'll be good.
no
Well,
permit
let's
needed.
take it easy. Let's simmer down. I mean, you knew what I meant, but
Didn't have to say it live.
He's kidding about that.
Yeah, that was a joke.
What are we running up? We are just doing a stripping run on some corn liquor, brother. Nothing too crazy
Ooh,
tonight.
duck pachuga. There's an idea.
Now-
Wood duck pachuga.
Now that's the way we could tie it into work.
little wood duck pachuga.
Yeah,
I
there we
like
go.
that idea.
That would be sick. Get done with the duck hunt, come back over here, immediately start the
Yeah. Love that
fresh
idea.
wood
That's not
duck
a bad
pachuga.
idea.
That, see,
Not a bad idea.
see, I'm telling you, we can find some work in this situation.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a human.
You're the living shit out of me.
People walking by the door.
It's like they skateboarded by though.
Yeah.
They kind of.
Kids.
Oh, dude, yeah, the Uncle Si
Damn
comments at that point would be crazy.
Oh, they would,
be
actually.
crazy,
Think about
dude.
that.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be nuts.
Let's see. Yeah.
Man.
Check this.
How are we looking over there?
Still flowing pretty good. Water's not too hot.
I can't see the level. Oh yeah, okay, I can see it right down there. That clamp is.
We gotta
just-
get a new clamp.
Yeah,
Yep.
that clamp's wearing out on us. Let me know if you've ever had this problem. If you run, hold on, where the condenser comes out up there at the top of the column. Have you guys ever had that clamp kind of wear out on you, because that's the only one I've seen. I guess I don't know if we over timed it or if I over timed it a time or two, and it's just kind of worn out a little bit, but keeping that condenser, you never figure out how to. Never mind.
You know what makes that worse is it's totally different for your TikTok people. So like you're doing that for the OBS people.
Oh,
but
yeah,
like the
here it's
angle
easy.
is like a whole
So if I do,
like I'm
doing
watching
it
you
for
do
a
it on
separate
TikTok
camera.
and you're
I can't, dude. I'm telling you right now, I would never have made a weatherman. I can't figure it out.
Windsong says we can't shoot Daffy.
Bearded Bear, what's up, man? Glad you stopped
Shooting
in.
brothers. I've been known to kill a hen or two in my day.
Bearded Bear.
What was Daffy Duck's counterpart female version called?
Lola. Wait, no, I'm thinking of Lola Bunny.
What was the, yeah, you're right. What was the female Daffy Duck?
I don't know.
Oh man, that's a good question.
Someone will get that in there.
Yeah, help us
That's gonna
out.
eat me alive. Does a copper collection jar help in any way as opposed to a mason jar?
Daisy Duck.
It's
Daisy.
bigger.
Yeah, it's just a good looking bucket.
That's right,
I mean,
y'all.
it's not gonna do anything to change this.
Yeah, we're not making any
Also,
cuts.
this is just a strip and run.
Yeah, we're not making any cuts, so we don't have to worry about collecting our jars. So, just a big, beautiful jug bucket.
Yeah.
Can't call that a jug.
Just a big old bucket. It is a good looking bucket though. As far as buckets go, that's not a bad bucket.
That's a nice bucket.
That's a real
Got
Dolly,
that nice little pouring handle on
That's
the side.
a,
Pretty slick.
that's a real Dolly Parton bucket.
you might call
Yeah,
it a classy
you know?
bucket.
Classy.
Yeah. Hum 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 hum. bucket.
Hum.
Whiskey Rebel, how about a day in the life of a Shiner video?
Mm-hmm.
You could get one out of that duck hunting video. It's like that's my ideal day. My ideal day is like, oh man, go off in the morning, wrap up about 9, have a good duck hunt
Mm-hmm.
on private land, couple early bush lights,
Mm-hmm.
few heaters, pick up the setup, throw the ducks over your shoulders, get in the truck, head to work, make a little shine.
Start your day.
Yeah,
Doesn't sound too bad, honestly. I'm just
that
really.
could be a cool video. Really.
I'm sure it could, and I could probably tolerate the cold for it. But I'm telling you,
No, we're going
I
September. We're during teal season. It's
I know.
September.
I heard you said that. I just don't know what that means.
September.
Oh, okay.
So
Not too cold.
yeah,
Not really cold at all.
Yeah.
Be a beautiful morning, probably. If it isn't raining.
yeah. Maybe. All right.
Today's contest is what Cyrus paid for the bucket. Damn, Clinton wasn't far off.
Kind of far off.
What kind of ducks y'all get up there? Mostly teal and gray ducks down here.
We get the most common ducks around here, not in any particular order, are going to be mallards, wood ducks, pintail, widgeon, gadwall, teal, of a bunch of different kinds of teal, hooded mergansers. Okay, you're going to have your goldeneye occasionally, a canvasback, redhead. But, you know, you're going to have some ringnecks, too. You're going to have some spoonbills. You're going to have some trash ducks. Arkansas is a very interesting place in terms of the variety of ducks that you can kill here. There's a lot of them. Widgeon. I mean, everything. How much is the milkshake? What did he say? That's an $8 milkshake? Damn, pretty good milkshake. I'd be happy.
A little cult classic.
I'd be happy just hunting teal season. I like to kill teal. I like it. Closer to 160. Now they're in here on the. Y'all get a lot of coot. My buddy Nathan Poston kills them all the time.
Adam can follow y'all around in footy pajamas.
There are some cute here, but I mean, I think the limit on them is like 30 or something. You can kill all of them you want, but like, what am I going to do? Potentially flare some other ducks at the opportunity to kill one little imped up, like, a coot is a very undesirable duck.
Oh, okay.
I hate a coot,
Okay.
just to be fair. Now, that said, I think there are some guys down there in Louisiana that kill the piss out of them, and they'll eat them.
Yeah.
I never eat one, but they could be fine.
I'm sure they are fine. Let my wife cook it. It'll be good.
It is a life support system for a gizzard. What are you doing with coot gizzards? Catfish bait? Trout lines? Too much foul talk in here.
Lots of foul talk. Lots of foul talk.
Kids are trash. Yeah, you're not right. You're not wrong about that. I'll give away any duck but teal. Those stay with me. Yeah, I like teal. I'm partial to them. A little bit smaller duck, they're a little bit different. You got a mallard or a gadwall, what they call a big duck, a diver, a puddle duck. They got. Y'all getting me stirred up. We got to get on to something else. Make a shine from them. Oh, that's what we're talking about doing, is doing a kind of day in the life of an Arkansas shiner and going and having a duck hunt and getting some good footage with that maybe, and then coming back here and doing like a I don't know what we'd call it, razorback pachuga or wood duck pachuga.
Wood duck pachuga.
I guess whatever we kill. I couldn't guarantee what kind of birds we'll kill. There's a place we can go down kind of south of Hackett that there's no telling what you'll kill there. It is such a mixed bag every time. Butt hens stomp in the mud and keep going. Talking about coots still. Coot breast and gizzard makes a great combo. Jason, if there was ever a sentence that I could find to sum up Louisiana perfectly and just 8 words, that'd be it. Coot breast and gizzard make a great gumbo.
I bet.
How you making that roux? How you making that roux down there? Dark Ruin? Holy Trinity? I stuffed quail into a turkey once with garlic and lemon. Outside of turkey was Pueblo chili covered with bacon over the top of that. Both. Oh, man. That sound good.
Well, I mean, got bacon in it.
I love quail.
I'll pretty much try anything if you tell me it has bacon in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say about duck. The best way to cook duck is to breast it out, get a little piece of duck meat, get some pepper, some onion, some cream cheese, and wrap it in bacon. And then
Sounds delicious already.
And then
Cream cheese and
sear it. Cook it out there on the grill. And then get it off the grill and take the bacon off of it, throw the duck away, and eat the bacon.
Pretty much.
I like duck. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I cook duck, and I like duck, and
Yeah.
I don't have a problem in the world. I like to make jerky out of it. I like to just
Duck
eat
jerky
it,
is
breast
nice.
it, sear it. I like to wrap it, do the poppers. Some people don't like duck.
Thanks, Brad. Not.
I've never had it where they like it.
Oh.
Bucket's full.
Bucket's
Full. That bucket's about a third of the way full.
It's an optical illusion in the camera.
Now, I will say, goose. I've never had a good one. Never had a good goose.
Not sure I've had one. Get Winsong in the video cooking up ducks. She'd do it.
That'd be cool.
She's cooked everything I dragged home.
Probably made it damn good.
And it was always good. I promise.
Yeah, I'm starving now.
I'm hungry too.
This is making me.
I had one of those, what'd you call those things in the fridge? The little spicy things?
They're like a big pinwheel.
Pinwheel. I had a pinwheel today. That was
Those are
it.
good.
Yeah, I'm gonna hammer a couple before. I'll have more.
More.
Goose breast comes out like steak. Jeff, how are you cooking them geese? I've got some to come out about like a Goodyear tire.
Yeah.
Ribeyes on deck. Now, a sandhill crane.
Rybacka.
Y'all probably heard me on here touting them up before. A hot dog. Best wild game. They're on top of they're way ahead of a wild turkey breast, a deer backstrap, a sandhill crane cannot be beat in terms of wild game.
Really? Now, the all-time best thing I ever did was covering elk prime rib in quarter-inch bacon. It was beyond perfect, medium rare, all the way through, rotisserie cooked.
We got to get off the food.
Yeah, I'm dying over
we
here.
really do.
One song said
I'm
ordering
so
a pizza.
hungry.
Uncle Moonshine, appreciate the koozie, brother. Yeah. Hey, I like your koozie. All right, we're off the food.
Yep.
We're off
We're
the food. We're off the food. We're killing ourselves over here.
Yeah, I'm dying.
We are not going to finish this run. We're going to shut it down at 8.
I mean, probably after this.
What proof was that?
That was 102 on a full gallon.
Yeah,
So
the
I
first
gotta
one was
imagine-
124, so the next one's going to be 89,
No way.
88. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Well,
I
I'm
don't
just
know
saying,
why I'm arguing with you because again, like every time you say some shit like this, you're always right. So
I'm just saying we're not going to be able to finish the stripping run if we're treating it like a stripping run.
run this last bucket out.
All right.
See where it's at.
All right.
Finish it tomorrow.
Yeah. If we're running the bucket out, then yeah, we're finishing the rest tomorrow if we have to.
Yeah. It will cap off at this bucket, which should be probably pretty close to our ending time.
Next will be 75 to 80 proof. 78, 75, 78. Richard says 78.
I don't think it'll go 80. I think it'll be somewhere below 80, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Have you got any kits with red corn ready yet? Brian, no, we haven't done any kits with our heirloom corn yet. Now you can just get some red corn from us. We've got Jimmy Red and Bloody Butcher, but we haven't put any of the kits together yet. That's coming in the future, in the near future. Won't be long.
Yeah. So we've got 150 gallons over here that we're mashing in. Part of that is going to be the heirloom corn. Now, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a bag of white, a bag of Hickory King, and a bag of Trucker. I think I want to blend the two whites. So I think that's what we're going to do, heirloom corn wise for that big mash. But that said, probably between now and then, Cyrus and I will play around with some different mashes, maybe making some YouTube videos and stuff like that, and try to come up with some corn, an heirloom corn kit.
We definitely have some ideas.
Yeah.
For putting kits together.
What kind of condenser setup are y'all using?
This is a 3/4 inch from Mile High, just a regular Liebig condenser, but it's like 30 inches long or something like that, and comes with the copper torpedo, which is the column that it's attached to. That's all. That's a Mile High 1 unit, the copper torpedo, 3-inch copper column with the 3/4 inch by 30 condenser.
Shut on, brother.
See you later, Uncle Moonshine.
What's up, Cod? Doing good, brother. Running some moonshine. Doing a little stripping run here.
Running out this last bucket. We've already collected 2 gallons. So we'll probably get a little over 3 gallons on this stripping run. We once again had a late start. We ran out of propane at one point, and that's why we're kind of not finishing up on time. Yeah, the pot is a 15-gallon pot from Copper Steel Co. Kind of doing a combo still tonight.
Juice the gas a little bit.
Richard's jumping out. He's going to go support the ladies' night live stream over on Facebook.
Richard.
See you later, brother.
Later, buddy.
Thank you. It's a beautiful still. The pot was made from Copper Steel Co. The column was made by Mile High.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. And where the cap would normally attach to the 15-gallon copper pot, it's a 4-inch. The torpedo is a 3-inch, so I have that stainless steel reducer there from 4 to 3-inch.
He said, "What's Ladies' Night?"
Ladies' Night is like a podcast, live stream podcast over on Facebook for Lady Shiners, I think. Is it just Shiners or is it just?
Well, I think so.
Mainly Shiners.
I think it's a mostly Shiners type. Just Lady Shiners, and there are some Shiners wives on there that don't really run themselves, but maybe like they post flavor stuff or they do different stuff. I've noticed. And, but yeah, it's
I haven't seen it. I heard it was starting up, but I hadn't seen it.
I don't know if it was their first episode. I don't know how long they've been doing it, but I saw an episode last week, or I scrolled past it. I saw it. I think Phil Billy was sharing it or something.
Yeah.
I think it may be on his pages.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember if it's Santa or Phil Billy or who puts them out. If someone can figure that out and type it in here for everybody, like, I mean, they seem like great people and they have a good conversation and have some fun.
Tony, you have a good night. Thanks for jumping in here, brother. See you next week.
Jordan Phil's going to catch second half of the hog. Hey, what's the score?
Wait.
What's the yeah. Hold on. What's the score? I missed the whole thing. They started playing at 6:10. You don't know?
Cyrus looks more like an old turkey hunter. Is it true that duck hunters wear polka dotted underwear?
I can't speak for all duck hunters, but I know this one may.
I sure do.
No, I do.
I'm not an old turkey hunter either. I tried to hunt turkey. They're too damn smart for me.
They're freaking the smartest animal that you can hunt.
I would walk around out in the national forest, see them. They'd fly out of the trees like a helicopter and scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And as soon as I walk into the woods with a gun,
Yeah.
can't see one. Yeah.
And
62 to 61.
there's nothing like waking up 62, 61 hogs up 8 minutes ago. God, dude, what are we doing? I can't. What's up, Willie Bubba did it? There is nothing worse. Well, that's not true because it's a blessing in disguise. You are in national forest. You're taking a nap against a pine tree, and then wake up to the sound of like 15 feet behind you.
Yeah.
That's probably the coolest turkey I ever killed.
I mean, that would be cool.
I heard that, and then I heard the old gobbler just fire off right there with her. And that's what woke me up. I turned around. They're a cool animal. They see very good. That's the problem with a turkey. They can just their vision is impeccable.
Good vision.
Yeah. Crazy good vision. Can't smell worth a damn. What is it? What's so funny? Where's it
Show
at?
and shine.
Oh, I don't think you can say that. Well, it is the internet. You can say just about anything.
I don't think anybody has to say it. Everybody can read it.
McNeese State beat Clemson. Wow, that's crazy. That thumped some brackets.
Some didn't get it.
Meanie. You sweet, beautiful, innocent girl. What's up, Bennett? How are you, brother?
Bennett's in the house.
Big meanie.
Oh no.
Oh shit. That's the funniest, most wholesome, but also like not wholesome interaction I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
Whew.
Jeez.
If they could smell like deer, you'd never kill one. Joe, that's 100% right. If they could see as good as a turkey and smell as good as a deer, you'd never even know they existed. Man. I got a good kick out of that. Not gonna lie. How much? Where was that at before when we got a full gallon of it? Because I know we kind of stopped shy.
Where was it at before when we got a full gallon?
The,
What are you
in the
saying?
bucket. 'Cause I know the bucket's
We,
not a.
yeah, we stopped. It was like that far from the top.
That's gonna work out great then. Moonshine Shoe in the house. What's up, brother?
Yeah, I think I'm worried we may have ruined the Christmas dinner moonshine.
Why did you say that?
It's so oily.
Yeah, I mean it is. Isn't there damn peppermint? Don't we have some peppermint flavor over there?
I don't know.
Maybe we just do the peppermint candy canes for the color.
Yeah, I don't.
Let me look at that real quick.
Yeah, go take a peek at it. Chua says double distill it. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. But it's but then you lose all the coloring and everything that we've done. I don't know how long you've been watching the live show, but this was a run we did that was we mashed in Christmas dinner.
We aged 20 minutes on candy cane, and that's what happened.
It was a big mistake. Winsong tried to warn us throughout the entire process. And anyway.
We could put some candy canes in a thumper. What would that do?
I don't know.
What happened? Honest opinion, what would happen? We threw some candy canes in a thumper and did a double distillation. Well, one, we don't have enough of it.
I mean, cleaning the thumper wouldn't be any fun, probably.
That would suck. It's have a big ass sight glass on the top of it, though. So
yeah. So 4-inch fruit port, we could actually get it clean.
Run it with added peppermint flavor. We don't have anything small enough to rerun it. We only got a gallon of it. We'd have to add to it, and at that point, like how much of it is still the Christmas dinner, man?
Right.
You should always listen to your woman.
Yeah, she tells me that all the time.
I came from Bennett.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it that came from Bennett.
They know everything. They do.
Winsong says,
Especially if mine's watching right now.
Winsong says rerun it with the added peppermint flavor. Run part of it and flavor color with some of it. Always listen to your woman. It'll be super pepperminty. Rerunning it with or putting the candy cane in the thumper, I guess you're saying. Let it sit until all oil has come up to the top. Eyedropper it off, and then it shouldn't be as strong. Like putting a bunch of cinnamon in it. It'll be hot.
That's kind of initially what we were thinking about doing, was putting those cinnamon candy canes in it and making it like a hot dam. But we got the peppermint off in there now. I don't know. May not be too late. Little cinnamon in there. We'll play around with it. It's an ongoing experiment.
Yeah, no matter what, it's not going to be that big a deal.
Kind of a meme recipe. It's a pumpkin. It's a pecan pie and fruitcake and cookies recipe. And popcorn and stuffing and
like yams. Shua says chill filter it. That's not a bad idea. That would probably work pretty well, actually.
Oh, that could be a cool video too.
Might throw the law off if you smell like peppermint.
Yeah. Ooh, that's so fresh. Also, sir, why are you parked in a gutter? These two things conflict.
Why did you pull me over in a gutter?
What are you policing the gutters now?
Man can't relax in a gutter.
Man can't park in the gutter. Well, it's 8.
8 o'clock. Where's that bucket at?
We want to pour that last one off on the live.
Yeah, let's give it a few more minutes. We might get another gallon.
Extended live, free live show time.
Better to not get caught in the first place is correct, Jay Shine.
What's he talking about? Wives?
Talking about being in the gutter, probably.
Oh, sorry. My bad. It's entrapment. They're pulling everyone over drinking on that sidewalk.
Driving on the sidewalk.
Yeah. Get to bottom ring will probably be plenty. That'd be more than a gallon. Well, I don't know.
Well, it's definitely been an interesting run from start to finish, doing the mash with all the dadgum Christmas stuff in it.
Yeah.
Running it. It does have a very interesting flavor, and it's not bad. And then adding the candy cane to it, we might have gone over the edge a little bit. We'll see. I
don't know, man. We'll have to come back to it. Here's what I'll try to commit to. Tomorrow morning, I'll come in and I'll do a TikTok over it, and you guys can see the after live update on, okay, how much oil is at the top of this thing? What's it look like? How hard do you think it's going to be to filter? And I'll probably honestly just ask some questions to see what have you guys done that'll work. I don't know.
Sure.
I don't know how it's going to turn out.
Jason says his ex-neighbor got a DWI on a riding lawnmower.
That's messed
up. Riding mower.
That's messed up. I mean, it said if I mess up, it goes in the neutral bucket.
Yeah. I just threw a batch of vodka in the neutral, the whole batch, because I screwed it up.
Jay Shine said, "Get an air still from Shua."
Shua will definitely get you an air still.
He hook you up, but why the hell wouldn't he? I once got a DWI 2 miles out on the beach. Well, I don't know what state you're in, but I know in the great state of Arkansas, there's 2 main things that'll get you a DW. 1, you're drunk. 2, you're driving on a state-maintained road. So you can drive hammered out on the beaches all day long here. Wouldn't be able to give you a DW. It makes the best neutral. That's such a funny comment. North Carolina, Outer Banks. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look into the statutes over there, but I might have fought that one a little bit, Scott. They got to prove you're driving drunk on a public road or a state-maintained road or a county-maintained road, whatever. Those are how most of the statutes are anyway. I did fight. He said I did.
Yeah, lost that one.
Well, he may not have. But 4 months in jail?
We lost.
Were you running over people? That's different. Also, you don't have to answer that.
Right. Might be getting a little deep there.
4 months in jail for a D-dub?
It looks like Winsong's got another moonshine crush. Jesus.
What did she say? On my list of
non-romantic moonshine crush.
Really?
Yeah, she's just full of them.
Wow. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I feel all right.
I'm fine.
I'm all right with it.
As long as he's got to live with her from now on, like, cool.
Fought the law and the law won.
I lost every fight with the cops.
That's been my experience too.
I don't know how many they were going to use. I don't know how many it'd take, but I know how many they were going to use. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fought the law, man. It was my 4th DWI. Yeah,
That'll give you some time.
that'll do it. DWI 4 over here is a whole different ball game than the other 3. Still, though, a beach. I don't know. I'd have to really examine the statute on that. That seems like maybe they shouldn't be able.
I don't know. I kind of, at this point, feel like there should be 2 things we shouldn't talk about during the live. One's food and the other's DWIs.
It's kind of true. Kind of true. That's why my wife's coming to pick me up. Nice. Looks like the one I run for Tennessee back when I could have run. What? Randy Taylor,
What I could have run. You can usually translate these. I can never get them, but
that one was a mix, I think, of Portuguese
You have a CUDA
and Appalachia.
the Dodge car, the Hemi.
When I had a CUDA to run.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
I can see that.
Maybe. Plymouth CUDA.
But, wow, you called that out early.
there it is.
Barracuda.
Bennett says he's never been caught.
Convicted anyway.
Oh, is that what he said?
Well, he said both. I spent 10 years. Well, Scott, I'm glad that part of your life has passed you, and everyone jacks up.
You could probably say that sentence in reverse too. You could say I started making shine when I started drinking, or I started drinking when I started making shine. Probably both make sense.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, brother. Yeah. We ain't no angels either. I don't think anybody here is perfect. Good thing is, I don't think anyone expects you to be perfect. And if they do,
Sounds like a them problem.
probably suck. Joe, we love you.
Have a good night. Bennett's been sober 10 minutes. Not sure I even believe that.
Not me. Did you say not sure I believe that?
Yep.
City boy.
We'll go ahead and empty this bucket. There we go.
Just in case.
Just in case. Be there to catch.
That was a damn drop. 3rd time's a charm.
Here, Joe. Just needed a little practice, right? All right, so that makes just almost 3 gallons. We got 1 jug a little full.
Think you can float a hydrometer in that thing?
Yeah, because it's going to float up pretty high. Nope. I meant to say no is what I meant to say.
We're like a half quart away, half pint.
Look at that. Hardly anything in it.
You got down where we wanted to be.
Well, perfect. All right, almost 3 gallons out of that strip and run. It is 8 o'clock. It took probably about 3 hours because we really didn't even start until 5. We were getting our first drips when the live started.
Yeah, once it started running, yeah.
We started it at 3, but ran out of propane.
Yeah. I don't know how long we were out of propane before we realized.
But we started getting our first drips at about 5 o'clock. And that was just a regular old corn liquor run.
Well, what do you think? Ready to call it?
Yeah. We can call this live stream done.
Guys, I think we're going to sign off here for the night.
Yeah.
Another successful week in the books. We're very excited all you guys joined us and were here with us. We will be back next Thursday, 5 p.m., the same time. Don't tell them what we'll be running.
Yeah, and for the channel subscribers, or the channel members, I should say, be live in the morning. For the regular Rise and Shine, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, members only live. We'll see you guys in the morning, and that's it.
See you guys next week.